Welcome to Mobile Suit Gundam Redux, a D20 live play podcast about a universal century that could have been. I will be your host, Brian. Join me as my brother, my girlfriend, and two of our best friends explore what could have happened if the original pilots for the Gundam, Gun Cannon, and Gun Tank hadn't died minutes into Episode 1 of Mobile Suit Gundam. Happy holidays, everybody. It's Brian here. So, this episode is actually going to be released on the 25th, because it's the last Friday of the month. We're really happy that you like the story we're telling so far, and we hope you like it going forward. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's game. It is the year 0079 of the Universal Century. A half-century has passed since Earth began moving its burgeoning population into the gigantic orbiting space colonies. A new home for mankind, where people are born and raised and die. 9 months ago, the cluster of colonies furthest from the Earth...
died there.
Whatever.
Do it over!
9 months ago, the cluster of colonies furthest from the Earth, called Side 3...
Pause. Is this any of your guys' dice?
Yes, that's Chandra's.
Oh yeah, I wondered where that went.
Proclaimed
I've had it
itself
for 3 weeks now.
Oh, okay.
the Duchy of Zeon, and launched a war of independence against the Earth. Initial fighting lasted over 1 month and saw Zeon field gigantic fighting machines called mobile suits. And through a strategic invasion of the Earth, they were able to obliterate Earth's weakened populace. Within 4 months, Zeon forces, led by Captain Garma Zabi, youngest of the Zombie Duchy, were able to conquer over 85% of the Earth. Countries across the world bent the knee and either agreed to be absorbed into the Zabi Duchy directly, or maintain sovereignty of their own nation, but under Zabi observational military force. The Federation forces were greatly weakened, but the Federation did have a plan. They responded in kind with their own mobile suit forces, however small they might be, with plans to mass-produce these prototypes in the coming days and months. For now, they are at a stalemate. Your party is standing in a conference room inside of Arnold Air Force Base. Gaia chucks 4 Zeon flight suits onto the table. We've captured our fair share of Zeeks. Got flight suits, dress uniforms, proper badges, identification cards, and code words to get into any base we want. Thing is, Zeeks travel in packs of 6 on land. Or 4 with a carrier ship, or 3 with a GAU and a squadron of 10 tanks and 10 DOPs. They like standardized formations. What the plan is we're going to send you out in 4 Zakus we've reassembled, mostly from cleaning crew parts and some scrap you brought down with you. We took it a GAU 2 weeks back. Hot Dog Squadron. Captured its whole crew and complement. Shouldn't be too hard to pass as their pilots. We put together a reference book including some common code words, some slang, the like, so you don't expose yourself as spies. Your code names are going to be as follows. Terra, you're going to be Captain Adgaro Biggs. Guess you went by Biggs in close company. At least that's how her crewmates referred to her before they passed away.
How do you say that first name?
Adgaro.
Adgaro. Okay.
Just go by Biggs.
You should write down the full name in case of commanding officer.
Yeah. That's why I'm doing it, because I know I'm not going to remember that first name.
Viper, your first Lieutenant Clatro Olbex went by Clay.
By Lieutenant Quattro was he?
Vulcan, your first Lieutenant Rebic Slender.
No. No, I wrote down Quattro Olbex for my character. Did you mix my names up?
I might have changed them around.
Because I wrote it down.
Viper.
I said Viper.
Oh, I
said Vulcan.
I thought you said Vulcan.
Okay.
Did he? Am I going?
No, I thought he said Viper.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Yeah, Viper, Clatro Olbex went by Clay. Vulcan, First Lieutenant Rebek Slender.
Slender Man.
And June, you'll be First Lieutenant Obex Wedge.
Hey, there is a big wedge.
So, we both have. He has my last name.
Obex and Olbex. ULBX and OBX.
Which one is mine?
Yours, ULBX.
Oh, fuck.
But you go by Clay.
I say and I repeat.
Yep.
It's entirely possible. UL
BEX. Yep.
X. It tried to sub that into the word imbecile. I think my phone's taking shots.
4 of you have 1 night to study up. We're shipping you out in the morning. Okay, so the 4 of you have 1 night to study up the notes that you were given on Zeon culture before you embark on your spy mission. It's going to be an intelligence check plus 1d20. So whatever your intelligence modifier is, and then a d20.
I feel like that's a space noid. I might know a little bit about it already.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't...
I feel like a,
Okay, yeah, that's a fair point.
like a black guy fighting for the
If you're a space noid, I'll give you a +1.
Yay!
What was it?
Intelligence plus a d20.
Oh, no.
But even with that, I got a whopping 7.
I got a 9. We don't know as much as we thought.
14.
Look,
Okay.
man.
13.
Look, man. I
Dude,
used
the
to...
Earth
Okay.
people know more
I
about
used to
this
be...
shit.
Both of you will get 1 reroll of a bluff check.
Okay.
So write that down. You'll get 1 reroll of a bluff check. What did you get, Joey?
14. 13.
Okay. Reroll again. Whoever gets higher is going to get an extra bluff.
So yeah, I wasn't... Before it started happening. So
8.
now it's how-
12.
Okay, Joey, you're going to get 3. Terry, you get 2.
Are these transferable?
You said
So-
extra bluff
Yeah. 3 bluff checks, and then Joey gets 2. So what it works is... So,
I thought I had 3, he had 2.
yeah, I said it backwards. I'm sorry.
You want my gun? You can shoot him.
Okay. So you guys will have a uniform and badges, as well as a bag of 100 Zeon credits.
Don't go spending it all.
But you also need Zeon issue firearms.
Right, you're also going to have Zeon issue recoilless rifles.
And...
Recoilless handguns, whatever it is.
And... You need Zeon issue rations. Yeah, I'm going in. I'm pulling a Thomas. Does it have license plates and registration? So, when
God damn
we
it.
were playing Cyberpunk on our very first session, we were given a car by the client.
And he was
then
so
he's
worried
like-
it didn't have...
He opened the dash. Is there a registration? Are the license plates real? And Steve's like, yeah.
I can
Why
see
would
that.
And he's like, I didn't want to get pulled over on the way to the job. And I was like, Thomas, are you planning on driving crazy? Like, no, shut the fuck up.
Alright, so... The rerolls you have can be used on someone else if they fuck up a bluff check, if they're within earshot. It basically means you'll run over and be like, actually, what my buddy here meant to say.
Does that mean since some of us are new types, I can sense and I can run around the corner? My guy!
If you want to use your new type telepathy and, like, actively call out if you fuck up a bluff, sure. And you can have someone try and telepath to you.
I got +2.
But again, I think story-wise, I think you guys are starting to realize you have some of these issues, but I don't think you know what a new type is yet because you're Federation.
That's kind of how we start. We're just gonna start dodging bullets.
Yeah.
People are
Every
like,
time
"How
I
are
hear
you
this
doing
weird
that?"
little ringtone in my head.
I'm just gonna start using that in real life.
My new
Like-
type sense is going on.
Like whenever, like I'm just gonna change my ringtone.
Spider sense.
Now I know what I'm gonna do. Whenever I get a text from my mom, it's gonna be the new type sense. Whenever I get a text from my girlfriend, it's gonna be the old Spider-Man noise it made in the old animated Spider-Man movie. It's just, what's that? Backflips over fucking Doc Ock or something. It's like, oh shit, bro.
Hold on, I gotta restart my phone real quick. All of a sudden there's like a white X in the middle of the screen for no reason.
You do that.
Okay. So, the next morning, as you all kind of make your way back to the conference room there, Gaia explains. So your cover story, so we can get this straight with y'all, is you were patrolling southern Pennsylvania, near a uranium mine close to the state's southern border, when your gal was shot down by us, by Federation forces. You're allowed to speak about the prototype suits, don't say their names. Even in long distance calls between Federation forces, Federation bases, we refer to them as GS, GD, GT, GC. So
Which one's which?
GD for Gundam, GS for
I know.
I almost was like,
I was joking.
damn fetties. I'm already in character. Fuck you people.
So you fought back against our suits,
Lost.
but you couldn't compete, and you started heading back to patrol headquarters in New York. Any questions, concerns about that backstory? Anything you can
I'm
build
gonna
on?
rip your Zaku's arm off. if we fought against these suits and they're better than ours,
Well,
then
we're-
Why
we
does
got
my
that-
arm have to go off?
We got that
Right.
taken care of. We've got that taken care of. Calm down.
It's a button in the cockpit. You hit it and the hard disk goes boop.
Okay, about an hour later, you all don your Zeon dress uniforms and put your flight suits over top.
This uniform still smells bad.
Well, I mean, they were tortured to death, so...
you didn't wash
Hey,
them.
at least yours fits. Mine's loose.
He shows just sitting there like...
Mine's loose. The collar comes down past past the end of my throat.
So I need you to make sure you have no Federation items on you, no sidearms, no rations, no money, no nothing.
Pocket watches.
Because we're all just like,
I got an eighth MS.
Yeah.
God damn it, I gotta take all my candy
I still need to
out.
watch that.
You're a bitch. It's only like 8 episodes. Just watch.
Okay, so out in front of the base, all 4 Zaku's are standing out there. They've repainted them so they're not black with the yellow skull. They're just standard olive drab. You know, fucked up some paint a little bit. Some parts are brown, some parts are green. La da la da. The ground Gundam is standing in front of them. It takes its beam saber out and cuts a hole through the left arm of one of them, and then takes its hyper hammer in both hands and smashes in the shoulder of another one. One of the engineers turns around and goes, "Gotta make it look real."
Rip hers off. Can you damage the cockpit on mine and make it look like I took a hit in the chest, and I'll rub my face against the wall like gotta make it look real.
Gotta sell this. Gotta sell this.
We really gotta sell this, man. Gotta sell it. We really gotta sell this shit, bro.
Alright. So you load all 4 Zaku's onto a gun parry heavy, which is like a normal gun parry, but it can carry 4 mobile suits. It's longer and it's like double decker.
I was gonna make a dick joke,
I hope you don't have a double decker dick. It's like 2 on top.
you, man.
I pee on a boat.
I got a double decker dick.
It's like
decker balls.
it's like those popsicles your mom would get that you can make in the freezer that had like the 2 handles that were stuck together.
Whenever we have to go there, come on, girl, do it. Sometimes you even get the red, like the actual
God damn.
And sometimes when I don't get it, you get some blue.
Okay. This is bad.
Blue
I hate
all,
this.
like, come on, that was fun. Fuck you.
Listen.
I don't know. I know what the white is. Like,
Stop. I hate this. Okay. And this is why people need to subscribe to the Patreon, because that's the only way you're going to hear this joke.
this joke was long-winded, man.
I love
I
it.
need to condense it, and I need to start doing stand-up.
Okay. So as you're kind of flying from Kentucky, where you guys are at, to southern Pennsylvania, below you, you see some skirmishes here and there. You see what look like white painted Zaku's next to Federation Type 21 tanks, fighting standard green Zaku's with Magellan attack tanks next to them.
Cool, so let's sell this. Let's jump off of the ship and onto the white Zaku's. We're on your side, we gotta sell it!
It appears the Federation has sent reinforcements, however sparse they are. The pilot of the gun parry, Harry Jadford, comments, "Can't wait until they release the mass-produced gun units. Shame our boys are fighting with Zaku's. I'll be happy when I never have to see a goddamn Zaku again. I guess they're taking the flight data from the 12 gun suits and they're converting them to some standardized unit. Can't fucking wait, man.
This NPC needs to slow down.
It's like, I'm trying to write
Can this guy breathe?
Hey, could you
Listen,
repeat
The
what you just
subtitles
said
haven't
there?
caught up with you.
How do I pause?
Listen, man, I just want to pilot a gun cannon, man. They look awesome. I want to rip them Zeeks to shreds. All I'm saying, you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky to get to pilot those damn things. Chase is rubbing his fucking face.
Well, yeah, so lucky, you know. My family's dead, but I'm so lucky. I was like, I'll leave that alone. I don't want to just like walk up. I'm here because my family's dead. Oh shit! I'll just leave it alone.
Well, fuck them Zeeks, man. Goddamn.
And in 2 years, the Federation's gonna do the same thing the Zeeks did to my family.
Well, you don't know. I mean, we don't. It doesn't have to end in Zeta Gundam here.
Right, it should end all the way in victory.
Just really get fucked.
If you really want to fuck with people, F91 gun.
We finally. She finally watched that.
I
love
I
that.
don't really know what I watched, but
I loved
It
that.
was a
91.
thing.
All I know is that a shell from a fucking gun hits a lady in the face and she's dead.
yeah.
That scene was.
Which is
that
one of the
was-
most brutal ways to die in Gundam.
Yeah, and
And
then
they
the
take her
baby's
baby.
like reaching for her and stuff.
The only
That
other
baby.
Yeah, that baby fell on its head fucking 4 times. She counted.
And I'm like, take a shot for every time this child eats shit.
I watched a video that was like the top 10 most brutal deaths in Gundam, and
Yeah.
that was one of them. Not because it's like super brutal, like he's ripped apart, but just because just like that just happened. Like it's so quick. It's like boom,
Well,
and I was like, oh, she's okay. She has a concussion. No, she's gone. Like,
Well, that's also something you never really think about. It's like, oh yeah, those bullets and the bullet casings are gonna be fucking huge.
the fucking trash cans.
So yeah, if it hits you, you're dead.
it was that one, and the one that got me was I think his name was Alleluia when he killed that guy with his big ass pincer thing. It was in I think it was Gundam 00.
Yeah.
Like,
I
bro,
was
you didn't have to do him like that. You didn't have to
I haven't seen
slowly
00.
crush it. Well, basically, there's a guy. It's not that big of a spoiler because you can kind of tell early on.
Yeah.
And he's got like a split personality thing,
Gotcha.
and they trip him, and when he switches over to the other side, he slowly crushes the guy in his suit over like a minute and a half or something. It's really brutal. Like he's in the middle doing it, it cuts to someone else.
Oh, you mean
some
the
shit
thing you
happens,
did with
and
that
then he
ball?
comes back. No. I slapped the dude. He was done. This dude slowly crushed him to death,
Yeah.
made fun of him for freaking out, and laughed at him while he died. I was like, this is some serious shit that didn't need to happen. Fun fact, the guy who plays him, the same guy who voiced Kai in the original Gundam. So it's absolutely hilarious to hear Kai shit on somebody.
But yeah, that person is like Alleluia and then Hallelujah.
Yeah. The other one that got me was one of the kills in Iron Blooded Orphans. Some
Iron
of those
Blood
kills
was
were
fucked up.
some of those. That was like the Game of Thrones Gundam. not with the last season being bad, but just the amount of people who just fucking died.
You could tell like the moment that everything started to go south when they killed one person.
The thing that got
They
me,
killed like the moral center of everybody and shit started to go downhill.
I need to finish watching it. But
yeah, the one that got me. Oh, you haven't finished watching?
No.
How much do you care about it?
I don't know.
Do you remember?
How-
Do you remember all the names?
No, I remember there's like the kid in the green jacket who like pilots.
Mikazuki.
Yeah, I don't remember the fucking names. There's
one
the
that got
blonde
me
girl.
was
Then there's
Shiro.
the older kid who takes care of Mikazuki. That's all I know.
The guy voiced by the guy who voiced
Ordo.
Ichigo. Yeah, Ordo.
I don't know, man. Alright. Before disembarking, so as you're getting close to Pennsylvania, Gaia does phone the ship's communication line. Before you guys disembark, I need you to know. We're going to be able to tell your suits apart by what's painted on the shield. That's how we're going to identify you for extraction.
So you said that, and I just assumed there was a Federation logo on the shield.
Well, shit.
Best of luck,
Make sense.
and may God be with you. You guys, on the shield is a big hot dog, and then your crew number, and then kind of your nickname below that.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop the shield.
It's got a hot dog on it.
Right, because you're Hot Dog Squadron.
Also Orca. That's his
Yeah, Orga. But the one that the death that got me was Shiro or Shino. The guy with the rail gun on his gun. Because that death happened so fast. I was like, man, this is a good play. They're gonna win. No, and I was like, oh shit.
Okay, so Jadford calls back.
Jesus Christ, wasn't
Okay, we're gonna drop the 4 of you guys near this old copper mine. We've sent people into New York before to grab intel. Zeon never patrols here, so you guys shouldn't have to worry about him for a few miles. The gun parry drops the 4 of you into northern Pennsylvania, near said old copper mine. An area of no strategic importance that's easy to slip in and out of without Zeon noticing. You guys continue north towards New York.
Actually, I kneecapped his Zaku.
Now he has a Zaku, he just wants to break them all.
Good. Well, we have to make it look good, plus we can ask them to repair it when we get there.
Alright.
Just like this idea that we just keep like punching each other like along the way.
It's like a fucking Top Gear road trip, like you just keep rear-ending cars and shit.
You said Top Gear, but I heard Top Gun. No, I was like,
Top Gun road trip.
no. I saw what happened to Goose. No.
Goose, no! Right.
Don't run your face on that.
Gets sucked into a jet engine.
Was he fucking Syndrome?
Yeah. Alright. So, as you guys are approaching New York, you are spotted by Zeon troops. They are piloting gray painted Zakus with a Zeon crest painted on the chest in purple. State your rank, name, and patrol.
I can write down my rank.
I repeat, state your rank, name, and patrol.
So now roll.
We're the hot dog unit. This is Captain Atgaro Biggs. I think I said her name right.
Go ahead and roll a bluff check.
I was right, yeah, girl.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's not convincing. Oh, nat 20.
Okay.
Like, he shits himself because he's not a captain.
Oh, Captain. Oh, okay. Captain Biggs. Sorry about that. Didn't recognize you guys out here. What are you doing this far north? Don't you guys... Like, where's your gal?
We got shot down by them Fetty scum.
It's too common of a story. Let's get you guys back to headquarters. So they lead you back to their patrol headquarters, which is sort of just like kind of a mess in the woods. They offer to do maintenance on your Zaku. It's all outside. That's the other thing you're noticing. Like, their
So we're
patrol
just
bases.
walking. Want to do maintenance? Sure. They just gotta float around.
Yeah. But
Like
like
a truck on the legs. Hang on. Take one more step. We got.
go ahead and do like just a search check real quick. I want you guys to go ahead and look around. Just notice a couple things.
Yep, I definitely didn't find anything.
No,
To verify.
I didn't find shit.
16.
Alright.
Natural. Fucking. What? No, 20.
Okay. Natural 20. Okay. Your camera is fucked up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it has serious damage, so you're mostly piloting with the front door open. Which is like one of the coolest things I've ever thought of in a mobile suit. Like, you're just fucking piloting with the door open and you're just looking out. Like, you're like,
There are rules for doing that.
Yeah.
Although it requires
uh,
allocation.
yours is just scrambled. It's not great. You two, however, are able to kind of look around and you're noticing most of these soldiers are young. Young. Like 16, 17.
Like,
young.
like piloting Gilgoos at a bow is too young.
Yeah, like it's not good. You're also noticing like a lot of their uniforms don't seem to fit them correctly. It seems like they were like hand-me-downs, and they're mostly like much lower ranks than what you would pilot a mobile suit with in the Federation.
What do you call a Zeon private? Private? Private.
I can pull up the ranks real quick.
I'm pretty sure it's similar to the U.S. Navy, or maybe the Japanese Navy.
Let me see here. Principality of Zeon. I don't have this shit memorized.
I was pulling up Zeon propaganda.
Oh no! It turns out they're right. So these guys are all like senior privates, corporals. Like they're low rank. They're non-commissioned and then spacemen or soldiers. So
If I joined the military right now, I would have a higher rank than them.
yeah, they're real fucking low rank.
Hilarious.
All right. So these are young kids. They ask if you want to do some maintenance on them to get the Zaku's fixed up. Of course,
Yes, please.
you guys hop out.
With like that gruff response was like, no, wait till we get back to base. It could be attacked by damn bitties. I don't know why I'm talking like this, nigga.
So you kind of all hop out, and they ask, like, you guys have any rations on you? You guys want anything to eat? You don't?
I'm starving.
All right.
Yeah.
They pull out, like, what looks like a can of Spam and just, like, roll it back.
Synthetic meat.
Yeah, and pop it on a plate for you. And they're like, hate to be that guy, but that's kind of all we got down here. Like, I mean...
I put it over one of, like, the Zaku's bins.
It's like, what do if I
You
want
think I ever done that at work?
Yeah. It's legitimately synth meat. It is, like, soy and bugs.
It's insane, but I thought it was sent from Fallout 4.
No.
So Spam.
Well, Spam's made from, like, at least parts of real meat.
Like Taco Bell.
Sure.
I don't want to think about that for Taco Bell. That's why I never want to work there.
Joey worked there for
5 years. If you are allergic to chocolate, you cannot eat the ground beef.
Alright. As you guys are sitting there and kind of eating your rations with the fucking children.
No?
Thank you, Dad.
So what do they look like? The fucking prototypes. We've only heard stuff on the radio about them.
Oh,
They're
there.
the size of 2 Zakus.
Really?
Yes, they're massive monstrosities. Although because of that, they're slower. But even then, their armor's thick.
Yeah, I've heard that.
This-
Their machines don't even scratch their armor.
I took a heat hawk to one of them. I dented it. I couldn't pierce it.
Really?
Yeah.
Also heard they have like laser weapons, from a battleship.
Oh, yeah.
No, they do not. Well, at least the ones we
I
fought
was
do not.
gonna like exaggerate the laser weapons, but okay.
No. It's better if these kids go into battle thinking they don't have laser weapons, and I just. Yes, I'm planning on murdering
Nothing
these children
personnel,
possibly.
kid.
Personnel.
That's
I've adopted a real eared accent.
I thought that was a pun on "there's nothing for you," as in he was going to kill him.
Oh.
I really did. There's nothing personnel. I was like, oh god, he's gonna kill him. That's why
He's just gonna sat there next to him in the
he's
middle
just
of the
gonna
night.
murder all personnel. He's like your standard personnel, you don't get to know.
So
You're the guy be thrown into the nuclear reactor without protection to fix the problem.
I'm not sure how long you guys have been out on patrol, but I'm sure you guys have heard about it. We're reporting back to the president's mansion. Captain Garma is having a kind of a countrywide gathering of the high command there, and he's kind of requested everybody of rank. So, I mean, since you're a captain, you should be going. But he requested because our former commanding officer is getting a posthumous promotion. So,
Posthumous.
Is he not
it's
funny
quite
anymore?
funny.
So what happened? He loses tickle.
no, his grave is gonna say he's a major.
Oh, he's dead. I get it.
Yeah, he's dead. I knew what that meant. I was just making a joke.
Yeah, his family back home. I hope they're gonna be real proud of his sacrifice for the cause.
How did he die?
Got shot.
Oh. I see.
What was that private dog?
We were trying to make our way through to Kentucky, and a saberfish fighter just shot right through his cockpit, like cut through it like butter.
Oh, you said shot, but I took it as not the shot, but the verb. Like he's.
You.
I was like, it's still alive. Is it serrated? Like, what? Did they strap a heat hawk to the front of it? Ran in there. Just.
But yeah, no,
That could actually be pretty cool.
we're heading to New York. If you guys want to kind of tag along, we have some spare. We have a couple spare transport trucks because of everything.
Oh, sure. That sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have 2 Samson Ultra Heavies, which basically means you stack 2 Zaku's facing each other on the back.
You said Samsung.
Yeah,
And I thought it was just a big ass phone.
No. Samsung, not Samsung. Yeah.
I heard Samsung at first, but I was like, no, that can't be
It's like,
right.
oh, can I
Samson,
get
like
reception
the-
now?
It could be Samsung's
Like
going to be
Strongman?
like LG. They're just going to make cars and phones and automobile, and like dishwashers and shit.
I'm fairly
Also,
confident Samsung already has like
dishwasher
a
for
military
hotspot.
division. I'm fairly confident they make like military vehicles.
I mean, Ford did for a while.
And Mitsubishi still does.
Mitsubishi don't give a fuck about you.
No, they don't. Okay, so all the soldiers you're noticing are lower rank than you. None of them are anywhere close to first lieutenant or to captain.
I want to give them really bad advice about war.
Do it.
Like I want to like.
Just really fuck with them.
So you guys can ride back in your
Charge
Zaku's if you
head in.
you guys can ride back in your Zaku's if you want, but we also have room up in the front of the trucks if you guys want to ride up here
I
with
call
us.
shotgun.
I will stay on patrol in this Aku.
Okay. So you go ahead and sit up front with them. What about you guys?
Seduce them for more information. Don't actually go away, but like seduce them for more information.
Just show
I,
his
I,
legs.
needed to put that out there because I'm not saying you should have sex with this guy. I just meant like show all kinds of interest and be like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get as much information as possible, and then blow him off. Not like
Stop it!
String him along on a string. Make him your yes man. I guess I don't know.
Chase is over
You
here
know
like,
what? See if you can make him simp. That's all you have to do.
are you saying to like gamer girl him? Is that what you're saying? Like e-girl him?
Yeah.
Sell him some bath water? You know?
Like make a bath, get in it, get out, get dressed. Say, hey, I was in this bath water. See what happens. Like,
Alright.
You'll get eternal youth or some bullshit.
Okay.
I don't know.
Gundam's only.
So
fans.
you and so
that
Vulcan.
needs to be the name of this podcast.
Oh, God.
Because it's Gundam's OnlyFans. As if it's
It's
wordplay.
the Gundam itself.
It's wordplay. It's either an OnlyFans account or it's we are the only fans of Gundam in this area.
Good
like,
lord.
It's wordplay. I like wordplay.
So Joey, what
Say to
does
put a
June
Gundam
do?
model in there.
I'm gonna go ahead and ride.
Right up front or right in the back?
I'll go ahead and ride in the back.
I need you to
Well,
do some
in the back, I mean in your Zaku.
I'll go ahead and ride up front.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
you both need to seduce this guy.
And then Terry's also going up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I the only one prepared for a Federation ambush?
Okay. So you guys are well behind enemy lines. That's the whole reason that they probably feel comfortable doing this. So the three of you go ahead and sit up front.
Because the character within my character now is he's a hard ass right by the book.
It's always that strong rate. Fan the place.
You want to repeat that?
The Green Base is under attack. Watch out for them blues. Griff, come here, Griff.
So there are three people in the Samson the three of you are in. So there's 6 people total. Roderick is the driver. Then there's Save, who is kind of like 19-year-old girl. And then
gotcha.
Mel, who is like maybe
Yes.
17, 18-year-old kid. 18-year-old guy.
No, you're right, kids.
Yeah. And as you guys kind of start getting on the road... Stop. Why'd you say Gibson? Fuck you. Are you okay, Chase?
You didn't catch the first one. He said save, and I was like, private.
I heard that.
Just kept going. I was like, really?
I didn't hear what you said.
And then he was like, she's out. I was like, she's Tom Hanks.
She's Tom Hanks.
He's a versatile actor.
Just have Tom Hanks play a 16-year-old girl.
He played like 80% of the cast.
He's got
in Polar
range.
Express.
He's got range. Okay.
I've seen him do it. I mean, he played a character who couldn't pay. He played a character who was retarded. He played a train conductor.
Okay.
Played a kid at the same time.
Okay, so 16-year-old girl played by...
Played by Mel Gibson.
Real quick, I have to get something to put over his cage real fast.
Shit. Okay, you really do
Because otherwise he won't be able to sleep. So as you guys start getting on the road, Roderick kind of turns around and goes,
What's
"So what
his
colony, Roderick?
Roderick.
So what colony are you guys from?
though.
I'm not recognizing you guys' accent."
So my character's from where? Side 2 is the one they gassed?
You're outside.
Yeah. Oh, good, because I was just going to say side 2. Be like, oh, but fuck those people.
Wait, so
He didn't say it on the radio? Can't hear that?
do we know where our characters are from, or...
Go ahead and roll a bluff.
Alright, so you don't want side 7, because side 7 is the mobile suit. You want side 3, I want to say. Under the Principality of Zeon, if I remember correctly. You could say Texas colony before it was fucked up.
Yeah, I was thinking Texas first because that's one of the main.
I was
ones
about to,
remember.
but I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's gone by now.
I think
Oh,
Side 5
wolf
doesn't
check.
exist.
Right, and I'm Earthborn, so
You said a pamphlet, motherfucker.
Well, my colony would probably still be there, wouldn't it? Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I could just say that.
That's the thing about this war. You could have left a Federation area and joined the Z. It's entirely
Yeah.
possible.
All right. What'd you guys get for your bluff checks?
13.
22.
Okay. So, go ahead and tell me your answers.
I come from Shangri-La.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a friend who grew up there and went to university in Munzo. So, I mean, I guess your accent sounds kind of like his. Maybe that's why I was forgetting it.
You say you have asthma?
I said it was sure reasonable.
No.
Except when you do like a low voice and then do it into
Yeah.
a cup.
I thought you said I have asthma.
Wedge, what about you? Where you from?
I'm from Earth.
Really? Huh. Came from Earth and joined a Space Noid army. I mean, I guess weirder things have happened.
It's been some story about how the Federation killed your dad or something. I don't know.
I kicked your dog or something.
Don't John Wick this.
Slender, what about you?
I'm from Earth too. I didn't trust those living down there, living on Earth all the time, seeing what the Federation.
Born and raised on Earth, I don't trust these people down on Earth. Talking like black women in the ghetto.
Two people born on Earth? That's kind of weird. Roll another bluff check.
Y'all couldn't have just saved my colony.
Oh my god, I'm getting killed.
Don't worry, I think I know which side I could step on
16.
with my Zaku without killing you.
Does anyone want to sub in a roll for Terry since he got a 6 on his bluff check for explaining why he's from Earth?
Again, not on radio, so I can't
Yeah.
pop in and answer.
Mm-mm.
I wish to, oh, man, why didn't you just... You should have spun a story. To quote Varric from Dragon's Inquisition, you should have spun a story. It's
13?
better.
Do you want to pass that 13 to him?
Sure.
Okay.
Why didn't you
That's
use...
bad.
Why didn't you re-roll your bluff? You have 2. Like,
Yeah, that was the second one I failed.
oh, you did.
Okay. So after you roll your 13, you're like, well, I mean, stuff was rough down there, not being a highborn and everything. And Roger's like, oh, I guess it makes sense. You guys got any family to go back home to after this? I can't wait to get home, man. I hate being on Earth. And then Say was like,
Hey.
yeah, no, it's awful
Here,
down here.
I need you to say my family was in Australia.
It's full of bugs. It rains and I'm not prepared for it. It's cold. I hate it down here. And I was like, yeah, no, seriously, this place fucking sucks. I get why we fucking left.
I wasn't even talking
Yeah.
about lightning yet.
What about you guys? You got anything to go home to?
My family was from Australia.
My family lived in Sydney, Australia.
Oh.
Oh.
Terry, is that
Actually, no, don't, because that would give you reason to hate Zeon.
is that your final answer? I want you to think about this and not just do it for the lulz.
My family now lives in Atlantis, also known as Australia.
The Federation provoked Zeon, so they retaliated. It's the Federation's fault that that happened.
You know, the worst part is that's
Oh,
some
that's
ignorant shit
actually
that
not-
would-
Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay,
That's
I'll have you roll your bluff, but this isn't gonna be one of your. You've only used one of your extra bluffs, so do a roll. This isn't an extra bluff or anything. I just genuinely want to see if you
need
can
to switch.
sell that.
I need to switch dice.
We're trying to borrow the dice from earlier.
Let me try the set that was just
You must
reignited.
whisper Cthulhu things to it. And then you get a 14.
Why can't you work with me?
6
Can you
plus
have
1.
my
What is your
14?
bluff check? It's your charisma bonus, man.
I don't have a charisma bonus.
You don't have anything?
My stats.
God, why are you... And you're the one over here saying dumb shit.
Can I roll a 14? But I told him to say Cthulhu shit and roll it. Can you have that? Well, a 14 plus 4.
How about this? Can you new type thought it to him?
Let's give it a shot.
He's within 100
Why
feet,
is
so...
my rolls are bad?
Okay, 18.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna play the fucking.
You just see me like naked floating next to you. You know the whole naked thing.
Viper, what the fuck?
You don't see shit. I didn't connect to you.
Hold on.
I'm trying to see.
You must be bored back there.
I'm trying to see if I can get
You're
above
good.
a.
But yeah, I'll let you new type fucking hand him the fucking. What were you trying to tell him to say?
Oh, it was the bluff check.
Oh right.
I went to an actual website that's just a purple button.
Okay.
This is so dumb, and it's like connect to our Facebook. No.
Okay. So you get fucking Viper showing up in your brain for a second, and like he helps you kind of rethink it. You're like, yeah, no, the Fetty is, they provoked Zeon, the whole the colony drop and everything that had to happen. It was the only way to fucking save anything.
Yeah, I basically told him you have
The
to
base.
you have to be a Zeon zealot for this to work.
The base
This
thought was
is
good,
the only
but
way it works. You actually have to be a zealot. You need
Yeah,
to
your
channel
role
Ana
sucked.
Delgato
Yeah.
and just be a zealot.
I had the idea, but the fucking roll.
Man, that's rough. I mean, sorry to hear about your family, but I mean, it had to happen. We had to send a message to the Federation. What about you?
I like how this kid talks like he was like in the know.
I-
He just like, yeah, I think we should drop that colony.
I
Well, I mean, these are all like fucking Hitler youth, man. Like,
You know how many coups Hitler youth had? Not a lot of youth had against Hitler.
no.
There was like 7.
I have no one. I left the family because they were Federation sympathizers, so I left them, turned them in.
Makes sense.
The boy went full on.
Captain, what about you?
Sadly, my family's gone as well.
Sad to hear. It's always good to have something to go back to. So where are you guys stationed at after this?
Side 2. No, you're not. So you want to go to the bottom of Australia?
I think most of us are getting shipped to South America after this to finish the damn thing off. But what about you guys? Where are you getting stationed to?
Whatever.
Fuck.
Jabrow. Just say Jabrow. Like, fuck.
Alright, I say Jabrow.
Yeah, I think that's where we're all heading to. We just got to figure out where the entrance is. We just keep bombing jungle.
Wait, is it the invasion of Jabrow? Or are you talking about Jabrow? I think they're two separate
No,
places.
Jaburo and Jabro are the same thing.
That pisses me off. Because there's no reason for them to have two separate names like that.
No, it's the same reason why everything has two separate names in the original dub.
I don't know about you, but Amuro has one name.
No, I'll find the video of it where they called him Amuro.
That's just mispronouncing his name.
Same with Jaburo.
they call Kai Key.
Yeah.
I still like that in Gundam Abridged, Kai has a Walkman and he just walks around playing like 80s music. It is
What the
great.
fuck?
It is hilarious.
My Gundam model is rolling better on
First
the
off-
D20 than me.
Okay.
First off, it's a gun cannon. Put some respect on that name.
Okay.
Use it to roll for you.
So she said Jaburo. What about you guys? What are you saying?
They're probably.
We're all in
We're
the same
sticking
unit.
together.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
Jaburo.
Makes sense. We're all getting sent to South America. You guys continue to drive 4 hours north to Albany.
Just
This
said Luna 2. I'm going to Luna 2. What?
I'm going to Disney World. Alright. You drive the 4 hours north to Albany, the capital city, and to the presidential mansion.
There's a small town about 30 minutes from here called Albany.
Right. But let me pull this up
Have
here.
yet to see a black person there.
So, you guys arrive at... Let me pull this up here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a picture. This will probably be in the annotations. So, surrounded by hundreds of Zakus, as well as some prototype suits you've never seen before, is the President's Mansion.
I got good customs, good flight types.
Yeah,
Types.
there
Yeah.
you see a lot of stuff that you've never seen before.
I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures. Not with the Zaku,
Take selfies with him.
with a handheld. I'm a straight up Char this bitch. Pink suit and everything.
Man, I've been looking forward to this all month. MIG meeting, all the mobile suit squadrons, medal ceremonies, getting to meet the commanding officers. Save goes, getting to meet some citizens, bit of shore leave. Mel goes, maybe meet some decent looking men for once, not have to stare at your ass. They'll have a nice little laugh about that.
I mixed. All that means is that Terry needs to flirt with this girl.
Mel is the one who said find some decent looking men. Mel is a man.
Right. Terry, you need to flirt with both.
So the yard in front of the mansion is crowded with 100 odd Zakus and many different experimental mobile suits, at least a dozen or so that you do not know.
Color. Color.
There's a few that are black, a few that are blue, a couple that are kind of like a turquoise color. There's a lot of them are brown. But it looks like they've all assembled from around North America. Inside, as you walk in the front doors, is a lavish-ass party. Hundreds and hundreds of people, all wearing ball attire or Zeon dress uniforms. It's now time for you to search the party for bigwigs. Everybody, roll a search check for me.
I'm looking for Garma's
Oh, this is not going to be a fun night.
We're all gonna die.
An 8.
Bitch, I'm stealing a dom to get out of there. She's already 19.
19.
I'm gonna stab Char in the kidneys.
Okay.
That's so
Now you're
important.
giving
12.
me a good roll.
Which is better. Than
What'd you get,
what I
Joey?
was getting.
18.
Okay, 18. Okay, so Viper takes Terra with him, since Terra is clearly fucking just kind of in awe, has no idea where to even start looking. June. Let's start with your side story first.
I need to be in the center around so we're gonna dance.
So June finds a military general talking with 4 former USNA senators, discussing the post-war plans he has for the country. Go ahead and give me a knowledge check, June, to tell who the military general is.
Okay.
In my mind, one of the senators is Mitch McConnell. You know what? We're gonna abolish those liberals.
What'd you roll?
An 11.
Okay, you recognize the military general as none other than Dozel Zabi.
Big Daddy Zam.
And he is sitting there kind of just talking, shooting the shit with some former senators. You hear him saying, "Yeah, I plan on to fully liberate each state from the whole. In the colonies, we believe that a governing body is fine, but the issue ultimately lies with the central side, or in this case, state authority. And a federal body should be able to maintain an army and some degree of control overall, but the state itself should be the final authority, the autonomy. That was this country's whole problem when my brother invaded. They couldn't mobilize fast enough. They had no autonomy. They had to rely on the central authority. Not in a Zeon-run United States, I'll say that much. The senators are just going, oh, of course, I mean, that makes complete sense. It's a better world to live in under your... Zeon control has definitely reshaped everything.
Well, I'm thinking I even put the barrel in her mouth now.
Terra and Viper, let's jump to your story. 2 of you try to stick together because you're pulling Terra through the party because Terra was kind of just stuck.
I've already told her we're going to dance.
Right.
Doing surveillance in the middle of the room.
As you guys walk, you find an actual ballroom where there is an orchestra playing a waltz and people dancing. Both of you are pulled in by different people who begin dancing with you. Vulcan, you decide to go ahead and dig a little deeper.
He gets on a shovel.
Hold on. Let me see here.
God, marry somebody. He gets a...
Vulcan decides to keep looking through the party, but maybe look in some places a little further back in the house. You find a door to a basement. You hear some interesting sounds coming from it. And you follow down into the basement where you find a full... Hold on. You find a full-blown orgy happening in the basement mansion.
Okay, so what is entirely... Hey.
You see about 70 odd people, space noids, earth noids, all kind of just in a big pile.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember the mass orgies in Gundam.
We cut back to June.
Of course you do.
Dozel
That's what the cheese is.
kind of motions for June to come over. You, Lieutenant Junior Grade, come over here. I want to go ahead and talk shop with somebody else who's familiar with the craft. What's your opinion on what we're trying to redo for these United States?
Which one's June? Is that you or you?
Me.
Okay, I guess you need to pretend like you're a Zeon now. So
Yeah.
just Google one of Anna Galto's speeches and just say it with like determination. Like even put like the knuckle up. Even if you just scream about the principality of Zeon.
And I read you what he said before, so you can kind of be on the same page. So I'll let you kind of throw it from the hip, and if you fuck up, I'll make you do a bluff.
Okay.
Or why don't you let him write his speeches?
Okay, give it a shot, Joey.
Well, I agree with you that the states were not controlled the way they should. Takes a good, strong leadership to bring them under control, and we can definitely do that.
Right, but you do agree that having all the power and the central authority was the issue. They couldn't mobilize a military fast enough.
Right.
Like you picked the wrong guy to have this conversation with.
Every one of these was picked because it was the wrong person to have the conversation with.
Who am I dancing with, by the way? Female?
Oh, you're about to find out.
I swear to God, if it's sure, I'm stabbing.
Alright, waiting for Chandler to get back.
Like, say hello from me, too. It's got real political flash. You told me
No. Viper and Terra were swept into two people to dance with. Viper was swept onto the dance floor. I'm actually going to have you go ahead and... I'll have you roll a knowledge check, but it's going to be real low.
RT.
Go ahead and roll a knowledge check.
Wow, knowledge is straight.
Knowledge.
Dude, I have a fucking 10 in that.
Okay.
16.
It's Garmazabi. Garmazabi went ahead and pulled you into the dance.
There's a balcony here, like overlooking the garden outside.
Every one of these is
There's-
the wrong person.
There's a waltz going on, and Garma pulls you very close, and he is leading. I have a certain fascination with some specific soldiers I've seen around here tonight. I want you to understand, you might have heard mention that I'd been married recently to the daughter of the former U.S. president. I want you to know that is a fully sham sort of... And, I mean, by all means...
Our current president. I was like, no! Not Miss Trump!
By all means, if I'm barking up the wrong tree, please let me know. But I want you to know I'm very fascinated with you tonight.
Citizen.
Oh, you think I'm playing North Fog with my friend? I created a gay bard who power slides approaching him. He talks like this.
Okay. Tara, I want you to roll a knowledge check of the person who pulled you into a dance.
What's
13.
the other guy? Johnny Ryden?
It is definitely what you have heard about Shar Aznable. This would have to be him. It is a man with blonde hair, tall, gangly, wearing a mask.
He's probably the only motherfucker here wearing a mask, so I'm just like,
Again,
process of elimination.
pulls you into a waltz. He's leading, but not nearly as closely. It's definitely more of like, it's not flirtatious like Viper's is. I have to say, for one, it's nice to find someone else around here who can actually dance.
Oh, well, thank you. You're
For
quite
two.
amazing
No, we
yourself.
should roll performance checks to see how it goes.
For two, It's you gotta admit, it's very nice to be not to be the only pilot among a group of flyboys for once. I love being in a place where everyone around me knows that thrill and power that comes from mobile suit combat.
I understand that.
I'm gonna jump back to June for just a half second. Dozel asked June, "Do you know, it's nice to finally talk to another soldier here. So often I'm kind of separated out from everybody else because, commanding officer and, these senators just kissing my ass the whole time. The senators are still in earshot. I gotta ask you, it was Wedge, right?
Yes,
Lieutenant
sir.
Junior Grade Wedge. You mind if I call you just Wedge?
Yes.
Fantastic. You got a husband or a wife to go home to there, Wedge?
No, I
She
don't.
just said wedge, man.
Listen, it's very important for a military man like yourself to have someone to go home to. Listen, without my wife, I would have lost my mind years ago. I can't wait to get back to Solomon to see her. She just had a beautiful daughter for me. Biggest baby you've ever seen.
This is a 50-pound
Baby!
Look at that conversation we just had. She
Vulcan.
might be catatonic.
Vulcan. While walking around this orgy, you see a table at the back where there's some people, playing cards, talking. One of them is completely naked. You do recognize one of them who is completely naked, except for a major's helmet, is waving you over towards them.
I don't want to be here.
Rumble roll, isn't it? I ain't got time for rumble roll naked, not with that body.
You said step around. I'm just imagining him trying to step around people's limbs.
Like puddles and
You
shit.
can't go around the mast. You gotta. Some people grab you and you're like, no, this is my good.
No.
It just reminds me of that skit from Key and Peele.
I've never seen what one you're talking about.
He opens, I guess, he's just some black guy. He's all proper, talks like this. And he, walks in, and he opens the door, and he's like, hello, George, can I get my, oh, gosh. And he sees, our jackets are in here, I just need my jacket. And he walks over, and he's like, excuse me. And then some lady tries to grab him, yeah, I see you're a little busy over there. And he gets his jacket, and there's, a used condom on it. He goes, you can go ahead and keep that. And he's just like, I'll see you guys later. Heathens.
Okay. Garma asks Viper, have you ever seen New York City at night? When the streets are empty?
No, I have
Would you like to?
not.
And he's pulling you, in way close.
I can show
I
you the world.
really lean into it more than anything on this planet.
Cuts back to Shar.
Fuck.
So,
I guess he thought he was.
I gotta ask, it's a very interesting accent. What colony are you from?
Shangri-La.
Really? I gotta ask, when did your unit deploy Earthside?
Oh. Are you new typing this?
Is that the answer? I don't know.
I don't fucking know, so I guess I'm gonna try to bluff it.
Do it.
Oh, please, come on.
Go ahead and
You know
send
what?
the new type signal when you've done it. Or faint. I don't know.
Nat 20!
Okay.
It wouldn't be the first time.
You
Charles made a
say
big
3
faint.
months ago.
About 3 months ago.
Ah, okay. So right around the time I'm asking about, I gotta ask, have you patrolled a lot around these areas? Specifically, I'm checking to see if you've seen someone.
Oh, well, why don't you describe this someone?
Well,
Did you think
from
this was fun?
what I would believe is she's probably acting as like a civilian nurse or a doctor. But she's blonde, blue eyes, kind of about maybe low 6 foot, high 5 foot.
And in my head, I'm like, oh, it's my crush.
You should actually tell him, yes, she was in some small village somewhere. She shows up every Wednesday, and then we can ambush her.
Go ahead and roll a DC check. Yeah, let's see if you new type flash it.
Come on, Hathaway. Do that shit. No. I got a 4.
Okay. Yep. Nope. You don't get it.
I think it.
Well,
So you
then
can.
I say, well, I don't think I've seen anyone like that, I'm afraid.
It's one of those instances, where you're trying to find somebody everywhere you look, and you're turning over every rock, and you're just not finding anything. It's one of the worst feelings in the world.
I see you. How did you know her?
Grew up together, you know, friends from childhood. And when all this started, I found out her family mostly got shipped here to Earth, and it's awful. I saw her once right before she left, and she just didn't seem like the same woman I grew up with. So, just trying to find her, trying to make sure she's okay, trying to make sure she can maybe make her way back to the homeland where it's safe.
I see.
We jump back to Dozel in June.
As long as he doesn't
Dozel.
start flirting with him.
Dozel says, June.
No, I've been away from my
I'm
wife
sorry,
for a
I'm
minute.
not June. He's like, Wedge, come with me. We're gonna go to a back room.
We're gonna go downstairs.
No. I've got some of the
like this.
finest cigars I've been able to find here in the United States.
They're cute.
And you seem like the kind of man who enjoys poker. Do you enjoy poker, Wedge?
Yes, I do.
Do you enjoy cigars, Wedge?
No.
I was gonna say, does Jin smoke and does he know how to play poker?
We gonna find out
Look,
today.
he said he enjoys, not that he's good.
Okay. So you and 3 senators and Dozel Zabi make your way to a back room. There is a poker table. It's clear that this entire mansion, it definitely used to belong to the President of the United States, and it no longer does.
I like how you said that, but you said we were in New York.
Right, in the President's mansion in the capital city of Albany, New York. Welcome to the distant future, when the United States is called the United States of North America. The United States capital has since moved to Albany, and the President's mansion is the former Albany State Capitol building. You gotta tell me, that definitely looks like a fucking President's mansion.
It's not white. Which is a fair assumption.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
throw a
assertion.
fresh coat of paint on there and it'll be white.
I was gonna be white.
My favorite thing is this actually, from my understanding,
Black House.
from my understanding, it definitely is like one of like the like emergency capitals in case need be. But there's like a statue of like George Washington leading on a horse in front of it and shit.
That's legit, actually.
And like, yeah, legitimately, my brain was like, yeah, no, move the entire fucking capital to New York. We're in the future. Shit happens.
Just painted it that black 3.0.
Part of the colony fell off and just hit DC. Like, everyone was like, "It's weird."
No, from my headcanon is, again, because I've brought this up before, the Federation is just the United Nations, but in the future.
You didn't bring that up before.
Okay. Well, that's,
Maybe for
again, this is my headcanon that I've based this game around, is the United Nations slowly evolved into the Federation once they started colonizing space, because space is technically, you know, open water.
Space.
So, it's under United Nations jurisdiction. Because it took up more land than the actual Earth, they slowly transformed to the Earth Federation, with a bunch of countries signing on to it, to where they basically had the Federation as their governing body above their own government.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And again, slowly probably shit changed the United States. Maybe there was a civil war, maybe there wasn't. Maybe they gave half the country back to the Indians. I don't know. All I know is state capital's in New York. It's called the United States of North America now. Just like how Jaburo is Brazil. But it's not called Brazil. Okay. So Dozel takes you to a back room. They all light up cigars, and he passes out some cards. The game is 5-card draw. 20 credits per hand.
Texas Hold'em, motherfucker.
Losers gotta scrub the floors downstairs tomorrow morning.
All right, I need you to win. I need you to beat Dozel hard.
Okay. Your first hand. Oh man, it fucking got rid of the... It's a royal flush.
Okay.
So, the way this is gonna work is basically you're bluffing. It's just a bluff check.
Okay.
To go ahead and
Okay,
convince
that's
him you don't have a shit hand.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that because it bounced off that.
Okay.
15.
Okay. So you're like, it's an okay hand.
No, I want to see him not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an okay hand.
Okay. Your poker face is fucking fantastic. The senators fucking buy it. Dozel fucking buys it. Gets to Dozel, like, and he lays his cards out, and they're shit compared to yours. It's 3 pair. Or 2 pair. And he looks at you. He's like, "You got anything to beat it?" You flip Royal Flush. You just won 80 credits. Story jumps back to Vulcan. Okay. Vulcan sits down at the table with...
You don't want to stand there either. Someone might just grab your dick and start pulling,
So,
you know? Like,
basically, you're at a table. The woman with the Major's helmet, and that's it. Her name is Major Himley. She is one of the commanding generals for the Pacific Northwest area. Oregon, shit like that.
Note to self, when you get that, we are spraying you down with sanitizer.
he's going to get back, and we're just going to look at him.
What was your name again?
Reddick Slender.
Slender.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Junior Grade Slender. I gotta ask you a question.
I can see the future.
I can see the future!
What is that from?
Dragon Ball Z Bridge!
Damn it! Alright.
It's the episode of Bar.
Do you hate
Yeah.
do you hate this city as much as I do? This city's fucking cold. It's a glorified swamp. There's bugs everywhere. Everything's wet. Everything's soggy.
Well, you get out of the basement and
It's disgusting.
Yeah, I can't wait to be done with this in this space.
You know what? You know what I heard? You know what I heard? I was upstairs, right? I heard Zuzabi say we were getting deployed near
I heard Zuzu Zombie.
near Jabro to do the final siege of Jabro. But they have to secure all the uranium mines in Texas first. Can you believe that we have to wait for fucking Muvuvu?
It's okay, take your time.
It's a hard name.
Melody, what's his
Can
name?
I get her another drink?
Melanie goes, General McCuve, Major Himley. Right. Bill McCuve. He's got to finish mining all his stupid uranium. All because they can't fight Jabro. You do that, right? They can't fight Jabro. So what they're going to do is we're just going to nuke the shit out of it. Violate the treaty, but the treaty's with the Federation government. So if the Federation government's gone, we're fine. That's the fucking plan. You believe that?
I can't believe it. We're finally going to finish those bastards off.
It's fucking. Melly, what am I trying to say? It's crazy, Major Himley. Right. You should buy me a trip. We then cut back to Dozel in June.
It's a good thing I already wanted to.
Oh.
Your second hand is shit. Just random fucking cards, no fucking name or anything.
You need to do is you do the exact same thing you did last time. Make them think you got a good hand, and then when they fold, be like, "Aha, bitch!"
Go ahead and give me a bluff.
Like, it's actually called Dozel, bitch. We'll see how long it works out for you. Say the way that make it crush you.
That was a 7.
Okay, not what I thought.
Okay, you rolled a
One,
7.
didn't you?
Yeah.
One of the senators is immediately like, go ahead and show me what you say when you get the cards.
That works.
One of the senators is like, I call, what do you got? You put it out, you got shit. Lose 20 credits.
Wait, he couldn't fold. Oh, even if he folded, he'd still.
Yep. One last hand.
Oh damn! You should have doubled down. I should have been like another one.
Your third hand is a 2 pair. Ace, ace, king, king, and a 9.
That's actually pretty sexy.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your bluff.
Double down.
19.
Okay. Go ahead and show me your bluff. What'd you give him?
This is shit.
Okay.
Should have done the same thing.
Yep. One of the dudes fucking lays his out, and he's like, you got anything to fucking beat that? You lay out 2 pair. You win 80 credits. We jump back to Vulcan one last time.
As you bed this major. She's so drunk, she'll do anything, Vulcan. She'll do anything.
I mean, just grab some room on the floor.
You want to know what I heard? I got the progress reports from McHugh. Did you know, technically, based on the projections that he has in there, he had enough uranium to do the whole operation 2 months ago?
2 months ago?
2 months ago. What's he doing down there? What's he still... I bet he's stealing. I bet he's keeping stuff under the table.
Yeah, sounds like it. We need to...
He's a bastard. He's a bastard. There is then a giant-ass alarm that goes off.
I'm being caressed by Garma, which means thank God. And I'm playing into it.
As the camera cuts back, Garma is leaning in for a kiss on the balcony.
Oh, he's there with me. Is nobody else with us?
Nope.
Stackle.
Is anyone else nearby?
There is definitely like a guard standing with a rifle just like this, like
Can he
not
see
looking.
me?
Yeah, he's like by the door, like as a door guard, just like trying not to look, trying to be like, yeah, no, I have to keep my commanding officer's sham marriage a secret.
I lean away from Garma. I was like, can you get him out of here? It's making me nervous. Just for a few.
Then the alarm goes off. And you're dancing with Shar and still talking about
I'm
Sayla.
gonna try to flirt.
Go for it.
You have to roll for it? I'm over here working on...
Well, he already kind of put the moves on you, so
Yeah.
kind of got
You just let into it.
Nope.
I've never fought the blonde before. You're a thirsty bitch.
No, he's just like, I don't want to sound terse, but I tend not to fraternize with fellow soldiers. I feel like it complicates the whole situation. It's complicating an already complicated matter. I do apologize.
Tara's like over here seething, like, God damn it!
We'll pause
You
there.
should buy her a drink. you should buy her a drink and bed that woman.
Okay. The alarm starts going off, and over the central radio, like, huh?
How high is this?
Like 2 stories?
Just gonna jump.
So you could.
Over the radio, you hear something saying, a giant white 2-hulled battleship has been spotted flying towards Manhattan Island. Dozel asks Wedge to go with him to help him investigate. Garma insists Clay should come with him to investigate. Shar
That is safer than what I was going to do.
asks if Biggs will come with him to investigate.
Alrighty.
Major Himley says, so you go investigate that. I am in no position to go investigate anything.
Let me get you some water.
And he says water like he's from Virginia.
Some water.
I don't know, let me get you some water.
Water.
It's just
Water.
It's been a while since I've heard somebody actually make fun of the way I say water.
Like, yeah, you haven't hung out with me for a while.
So, Garma says
No,
he
I mean,
will.
I don't hate your accent, I just find it very interesting.
Garma says he's going to lead a team. Like they all kind of meet in like the central, like where all the staircases kind of converge, the front entrance. Garma tells his brother, "I'm going to lead a team of 5 people out there, and we're going to take this Trojan horse." Dozel says, "No, it's unsafe for my brother to go out there without more soldiers. 5 troops, brother. I can do this. Shar, go with my brother. Go with my brother. Take these 4 troops with you, and Shar, and then you can go with 5 troops." Garma agrees. Listen, with a couple scouts and my modified Zaku, and the anti-aircraft guns we have all over the island, nothing is going to stop us from taking that ship. As you all make your way outside, Garma leading the way, you see that the balconies and all the windows are open, and everyone is fucking saluting out.
Zeon.
Garma salutes back, as does Shar.
We do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeon and all that fun stuff.
I do a better job at saying it than she does.
Everyone quiets down, and Garma begins to speak. We will not allow the scourge of this earth to control us space noids anymore. We, who were born off Earth, whose ancestors were forced off of Earth, as a labor force to construct our own homes abroad, so these elites could sweep the world clean of the lower classes. We who are not weighed down by gravity, our minds free of that which ties us to the earth, should be this planet's true rulers. Our victories these last few months were brought to us from up on high. For it wasn't just the will of our people, but the will of the Creator who brought us here. The meek shall inherit this earth. I, along with the rest of my family, will lead us by the will of the Creator to victory. We shall overcome, my brothers and sisters. We, the race of Zeon, shall overcome all that stands in our way. Sieg Zeon! Sieg Zeon! And they continue chanting that as they begin unloading the 4 hot dog Zakus off the Samson trailers.
Just imagining just Zaku's in hot dog costumes.
Like, take the hot dog costume to the fall.
You see a copper and green Zaku come out from the crowd, along with a salmon pink and red Zaku. Garma and Shar board both. They begin walking towards a Gao attack carrier that sits at the end of the property. You guys' suits have been fixed up. You guys hop in your hot dog Zakus, and you start walking towards the Gao. Do any of you know how to fucking park on a Gao? Go ahead and give me a piloting check to see if you know how to park on a fucking Gao.
17.
This is pilot,
Yep.
so I have
I rolled a 19 before I.
Oh, actually, that's 18.
a nat 20.
That 20?
A nat 20.
19.
Okay. Every one of you were able to walk onto it and get in there without any fucking problem.
My amazing 28.
The Gao launches vertically out of the yard and takes off. And you guys make it
Do I
over...
have a knife?
No. The Gao makes it over New York City in about an hour. Everyone sits in total fucking silence the entire way. And it's partially because you don't want to use the intercom system. It's also partially because you're noticing inside the Gao, it's incredibly fucking loud. You're seeing like panels on the walls fucking flapping. It's clear that this thing is barely holding itself together.
How many mobile suits total?
There are 6 mobile suits total inside of here.
There's 4 of us. Is 6 with 2 mobile suits. And where is Garma's in the Zaku?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shar's red Zaku.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, what is my Zaku equipped with? A bazooka or a machine gun?
Machine gun.
How many crackers?
Not on you.
Not the food.
I know, no.
Oh,
You,
okay. Heat Hawk, I assume.
yeah.
Sharp rocks to the bottom.
Second day in a row that has been referenced.
What?
Emperor's New Groove.
Second day in a row.
It's one of the best lines ever. My mom hits me with that. I'm like, man, today's not going to be a good day. And she goes, sharp rock to the bottom. I'm like, yeah, mom. And then she takes off her muscle.
Okay. You make it to New York City, and the back of the Gao opens up, and you're seeing it's like World War II. Like there are anti-aircraft guns on the top of every building in New York City that's still standing, just firing non-stop. And you're able to see, kind of because the Gao's turning back around that the Pegasus is just floating over fucking Central Park.
The thing, full X, so we can drop in.
Yeah, it's
Alright, I
opening up.
accidentally fall on one of the buildings, killing one of the agents. Accidentally.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. That'll make it really hard to.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Charge a smart cookie.
So you guys all drop in, and it's like World War II. But all you can see is on top of the Pegasus, there are 6 mobile suits firing back into the crowd. You can make out a Gundam, both gun cannons, gun tank, and your gun sniper.
If they're not find the hidden.
Okay.
It's not even like anything like that. It's like a magazine of Top Gear.
While you all land,
No, you did like an extra snack cake.
is this a zebra cake?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
No, it's a double-decker oatmeal cream pie. Okay.
He just fucking eats it, and you get in there. Like, I know you fucking did this. I moved the mouse.
Okay. Because I tapped it, was like
I know.
it's not a touchscreen, and it.
So, as you land, Garma starts shooting wildly towards the Pegasus and trying to run in.
Really close to Garma.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna stay really close
Okay.
to Garma. I'm gonna make some shots. I'm gonna shoot at, but not hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
That's
be a
really hard to do,
stormtrooper.
actually.
Just not be able to shoot at all, just like missing wildly.
I want you guys to go ahead and
I'm
run.
looking competent.
Yeah. I
Like-
want you guys to go ahead and run a search check.
Search for that ass. What's Garma at? Give a clap some cheeks.
17.
Okay, you're noticing no one is shooting. Yeah, that. Kimba!
Get out of there.
Okay.
Kimba.
My God. Yeah. If you want attention, come sit on my lap. Be a little
Wow.
bitch.
He finally gets a good roll.
No, that's the third roll for the same thing. So
Uh,
I actually get
You said spot check or search?
search.
No.
3.
Turn that ass
So I
around.
rolled
Get the
all
hell
three
out
of
of here.
these ones, right?
Yeah.
A 3, a 6, and then a
We'll
20.
set up this
13.
other camping chair. What you sell.
That is a big old cat.
He's a very big cat.
I like how you pick it up and he steps forward. And, yes, I would like it.
You have my throat.
I
This
shall
is
sit.
what I want.
I shall be the one to sit on the Iron Throne.
What's funny is they have a cardboard cutout of the Iron Throne that you can put over a toilet to turn it into the throne.
Or shit on a fucking bunch of cardboard that you have to throw away.
I'll say first off, I doubt it turns your toilet into a throne. Second off, that's I can see. It's for most people, their toilets are in the same place with a shower.
Yeah.
So you'd have to take it out every time you took a shower, or you were gonna fuck it up after like 2 days. And then your Iron Throne is slanted like a fucking weeping willow.
Alright.
No, then it just turns into the Iron Throne at the end of the
Every
day.
one of you guys are able to notice no one is shooting towards you. Terry's the one who notices that it looks like the gun sniper who's pointing towards Garma is doing like this.
Stop telling us to move. We should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should spread out. We should scatter.
Put my hand on Garma's shoulder. Let me run to the right. I run to the right.
Shar comes over the comm and goes, "It's not a bad idea for us to split up a little. We'll cover more ground and we won't be as easy targets."
That is a good idea.
Red one's up to something. I'm gonna try to like move a little bit, but I want to keep Char like in my peripheral.
Okay.
Well,
And you're trying to pull Garma with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, come on, girl, we'll flank him. We'll go run back.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep sharing my line of fire, but still spread out.
Okay. You guys are all still firing mock shots at the white base. White base. God damn it, Pegasus. Why did I rename the ship?
While we're doing this, I want to continuously try to edge him farther and further away from Char as we shoot, move. You know, basic sniper shit.
Okay.
Are you sure edge with the word?
You can see the guns. Stop.
I mean, it's not like there's a gun edge, so
Stop.
it's Gundam with knives. Gun edge. An edgy Gundam.
You can see
The
the
Gundam
cloak and hair.
the sniper. Stop.
The Gundam pixie.
The sniper is keeping you in sight and is continuing to track you and make a motion like, get the fuck away.
I want to capture him. This person's not a new type, are they?
Well,
I thought you just have to get like
We can send
get the
messages
message, but
to
not
them.
respond.
well, this is the other thing is
Yeah.
you're untrained, so you can't purposely pick someone out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a fucking foghorn to any new type around you.
Which, I guess Char's technically a new type.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that.
You're metagaming real hard, bruh.
What?
You're metagaming real hard, bruh.
No, that's not what I'm thinking about now. I'm planning on. He's telling me to get away. Should I get away? Should I stay away? Should I stay close? I'm trying to figure out why he wants to get away. He doesn't want to shoot him. If he wanted to shoot him, he could make that shot with me here, or he could shoot Char if he really wanted to. I don't know what they want to do.
Well, okay, so you're trying to get Garma away from Char. I might try to lead Char away too.
Good idea. Then I
Can we at least talk like privately, like private link to each other or something?
I'd have to tell you to go on a comm too. Or
Yeah.
something, which looks suspicious as fuck. That's true.
Yeah.
Let's just assume then that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about anything beforehand. Because I'm curious, I guess I'll like roll away, but be prepared to jump back in if I don't like it. I don't want to do it.
Okay. You then see all the suits start purposely trying to fire at again Char, who is now out of fucking you guys' immediate reference, and Garma. You see they begin to fire the ship's mega particle cannon at Garma.
Oh, but I can't kill him.
It hits him one time and shears the shield off his shoulder. Who is right next to Char, see that Char is kind of just watching. His gun's not even up. He's not firing.
I'm gonna be like, okay, what's his rank again?
Char, right now, I don't think he's been made
Lieutenant?
captain. He's lieutenant, so he's above you, I think. Actually, let me look this up, because he
Yeah.
might be lower ranked than you. Because I
Wait,
said
no,
you were
you're-
captain.
It depends.
Well,
It
wasn't
depends-
he
it depends
technically
on which
captain,
one they
but
go
then
on.
Well, it's before he was absorbed into Caecilia's forces. So what was your rank, bub? He is lieutenant commander. He is a lower rank than you.
Lieutenant Colonel.
wait, so technically I can bounce this around.
Yeah, technically, because you're commander.
I'm captain.
Right.
Does anybody really tell us what to do? To be honest?
Well, I'm about to. But I'm like, hey, Char, what's up, buddy? Why are you not firing?
Oh, well, it's a battleship, and all I have is the machine gun. You've heard the rumors. Our machine guns don't even scratch these suits. I'm merely observing right now.
Oh, observing, huh?
Get your ass in the front lines, boy. They're up.
So, what exactly are you observing for?
Well, I'm observing that you're also not firing any shots at the ship.
I'm just curious why you're not firing at the ship.
While they're going through that, I guess I'm gonna take out my heat hawk and I'm gonna try to cut the legs off of Garmin's eye.
Okay.
We're escalating this.
Real
It's
quick,
like, it's just it's how many suits on the field right now?
Or
Us.
yeah, I need to do that, and then I need to take out the antenna so we can't call for help. Or at least on a far range.
Okay. This is not the direction I expected you to take this ship. Let me go.
Look,
Copy
a
some
man-
stats
a man
real
tried
quick.
To grab my penis. He's definitely, I'm definitely gonna torture him for a little bit. I mean, I legit thought about just grabbing him and like jumping off the balcony with him and like, making sure he lands
Like using
first.
him to like
Yeah,
push
but
him
it's
or
really
fall.
hard to do that and keep the guy alive. And I was like, I kind of want to capture him. We can
Okay.
do it right now. We'll sell him back to his family.
So, you're piloting a standard fucking Zaku.
All right, gotcha. Same stats as in the book or no?
Same stats as in the book. Machine gun, Heat Hawk.
The rest of us taking like pot shots and shit, right?
Right, you're just kind of keeping... And both you and Tara are watching Char. I don't remember what June's doing.
I'm taking pot shots at the ship.
Okay, are you watching any of the higher ranks, or...?
Yeah, I'm watching them.
Because like, what are they doing, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
We can't have the high ranks.
Alright, so let me swing this Heat Hawk real quick. If I fail, I'm gonna be in trouble. Okay, that's not bad. Is melee pilot plus or no? Or is it just based on strength?
I think it's based on strength.
Okay, well there's no stats for strength.
There should be.
I didn't think I would.
Let me
Hang
open
on,
this
let me pull my D10s out.
Beast.
up. Zaku. Your strength is 1630, so 30 for first hit, which would be plus 10.
I get 2 attacks.
And then
Well, if it's plus 10, I got a 13, so 23.
you miss.
Not fire percentage.
And now you're dead.
Nah, I'll be alright. You can't kill me in one shot, you'll be alright.
1.5.
Garma is immediately horrified that you would do that. He turns and says, "Oh, I'm trying to remember your name.
Clay?
Clay, what the fuck are you doing?" He's saying this over the intercom.
We're like,
Brandon Sharp, get him! Bluff. Let me bluff this. Let me try.
You're gonna need one hell of a bluff.
I don't know. Char might lean into
I
this.
thought he was
Wait. Are you actually gonna try and get Char to do it?
Yeah.
Do you know that Char dislikes him?
No. Not necessarily.
So why would you do that?
Because if you can get a guy to question his own teammates besides just me, he may think that I'm not his only enemy. If he's worried about what's happening over here and everywhere else, it's easier to take down a motherfucker.
Why would he attack Garma?
Why who?
Char. Are you trying to get
Why
him
would
to
I attack him? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a mind game. For Garma.
Okay, roll a bluff.
Because at that point, Garma could assume that I came in there to get close to him with the intent of killing him. And then if I was like, "Hey man, Char's your thing," well then like I guess Char might be going behind his back, but he doesn't know. It has an issue, a mystery. I rule 1.
You're right.
Real bad. Real
This is a
fucking
mystery.
bad.
Why you do
I feel
this?
like Char should be like, no.
And he's immediately like, "What the fuck?"
Clay, what are you doing?
Everyone else, roll a bluff check.
17 again.
12.
4.
Both of you, immediately, Garma turns around and looks at both of you, and he's like, "Wait a minute."
Punch.
Char then kind of leans into you, and he's like, "I've got to ask a real question."
The last one
what's
wasn't
that?
real again.
Why did one of your lower officers just take a shot at my commanding officer?
I don't know. Let me ask him. Hey, Clay, what the fuck was that?
Char! They're spies! Well. Spies who can pilot mobile suits. You know, Captain, I really am surprised. Char, draw us as Heat Hawk.
I draw my Heat Hawk. You want to dance, pretty boy?
I need to have the gun flapper come out here and switch me.
I would love to know who my dancing partner this evening is.
Oh, the same one who's been dancing with
They're
me for a while.
circling each other now.
I think you know
It's a
who
real
I am.
anime fight now.
I genuinely don't. You know who I am.
Just say Luna too. He will now know.
Wait, Luna too.
What?
Is that not where we fought him before in the hangar? And Luna
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Yeah.
We fought him a couple times now.
We fought him once.
I think it was just once.
Oh, have we? I thought
Yeah.
we fought him twice now.
No,
No.
we haven't fought him on Earth.
Oh, okay.
His only encounter was him catching some hands. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
When he was like taking pictures of stuff and then you guys shot at him a bunch. And then he fucking ran away like a baby.
I murdered his dude.
You're probably thinking of the Goof fight.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Okay, so you just say like Luna 2?
Yeah. Luna 2?
Oh. You're one of the prototype pilots. Well, by all means, I want you to know it's been an honor knowing you. At this point, the fucking Pegasus starts to burn. Like, you can see smoke start to billow out from it. And you hear a megaphone say, "Hot Dog Squadron! What the fuck are you doing?"
Hang on, what was our actual mission when you sent us out to do this thing?
Spy.
Oh, yeah.
It was to figure out information on whether or not the Black Tri-Stars were coming to take over the base, or whether or not they were leaving for South America.
All this is a step in faith in the orchard.
I still say we try to capture them.
Okay. Let me
That's gonna work anymore.
go to game 3 real quick.
I mean, if we have to,
I guess it would be game 2.
we can remove everything off his Zaku but the torso and just drag him. We absolutely have to.
I'm opening game 2 real quick so I can have their stats here real fast.
We're forgetting something important. It's not just us.
I mean, it's not just us. It is out here. We need it out here.
Oh, right. We separated them from the
Yeah.
other 5 people.
Okay. So
Plus, we
let me write this down.
Yeah, we can make
Where's the Heat Hawk stats?
3d10.
Okay. So it's 3d10 plus your strength, and your strength is plus 10. Yep. I'll keep track of your shit for you, because you guys' suits are not.
It's a 3d10.
Yep. That's your Heat Hawk.
You know when using your Zaku machine guns in the stat block for it, you have an option to fire twice, but you get a -2 to the shot.
I think it's -3.
It's one of those two.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta slide all the way over to the handheld machine now.
Hot dog actually have 3d10s.
-2 damage.
Alright.
Which will be useful. I need one of those for my gun.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Punch those.
Okay, I've got everybody's HP written down. Roll for initiative.
Where was this when I tried to hit on that? Fucking
Jesus.
Initiative total. Fucking. That's 22. Where was that when I was trying to hit Karma?
It's just on the dice, 17.
What's the total?
I don't think I have
Dex
it.
modifier.
Yeah, 0.
No.
So,
So your Dex modifier is 0.
11. Joey?
You stats
Total
your
of 19.
ass.
I told you.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
what I've been saying.
Why is your stats so ass?
That's what I've been saying.
My stat is 13.
Okay.
Come on, are you just lazy through training?
No.
He's just Friar Tucker, I guess. Just
Okay.
average as a nigga.
First up to bat is Viper.
Yeah. I guess another swing at Karma. 2 incapacitated. I'm not trying to kill him
Okay.
yet. If he pisses me off, I'll hit him with a machine gun. So it's strength. What's the strength from Zaku?
Plus 10.
What's that?
30.
24.
24 to hit?
Yeah.
You hit.
Yeah. Oh. 21. I rolled 2 10s on my 3d10.
Alright.
Fucking Christ.
Where was this when we needed him?
Okay.
Where was this when we were playing D&D the other night? I could have killed one. No, we didn't actually
Char
fight.
is going to take a swing at Terra.
Alright.
He's gonna swing twice.
He's that fast.
He's 3 times faster than Microsoft.
17. Your AC is, what the fuck is it?
Not 27, it should be about 20.
Yeah, 20. So he fucking hits.
Use your new type dodge. Or evasion. Should be able to anytime you're under fire.
I don't know if you can do that point blank. Check the rules.
The rules don't
I
state
don't have
point
anything
blank
to look at
Oh.
the rules.
Oh.
This is in places they need dodge or thing, which the standard rules is. I think the word they choose is specifically under fire. So it depends on what your definition of under
Let me
fire
look up the
is.
rules. I'll flip forward if it's really fucking weird.
No, what I mean is it doesn't tell you. I
Okay.
had to look through the Star Wars rules to figure out what it means.
I would say under fire is being shot at.
Deep
pretty
invasion. The first sign of a new type is their unparalleled reflex and ability to dodge. A new type must make a new type evasion check at DC 15. Late to untrained new types will gain a +3 bonus. To all reflex tests, the mobile suit, and also +2 dodge bonus to their mobile suit's AC for the next turn. Yeah.
And the reflex test is on the page where it talks about the mobile suit breakdown, where
Right.
it states that the mobile suit comes into fire to make a reflex test, you would have damage.
I will let you go ahead and do it for this. It's just base, so no.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go ahead and roll 3d10.
Better.
13. So about 25 points of damage.
How much HP do I have?
I'm tracking that. Plus strength.
Oh, well then mine is 3d10 plus. Mine's a 21 plus strength.
Oh.
I didn't know it included that.
Well, it's a melee weapon. Of course it includes strength.
Yeah, but I don't have the strength in front of me.
Alright, well I just added 10 for you. I'm tracking your HP. So, have that uncomfort.
That's great.
It's not good. It sounds like a can opener just fucking slid right past your head.
Well, this isn't good.
June's turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack him.
Machine gun, axe.
Machine gun kill.
Let's do the machine gun.
Okay.
You get a fire twice. Out of -2 to hit per shot.
Do it.
Yeah. It's still the dice plus the pilot and dex.
Yeah.
And computer.
No computer.
Okay. So pilot and dex.
You're in a Zaku.
It actually doesn't say Zucker will get that. But
Right, but I'm going by the learning computer that's in your guys' suits.
well,
Making you better pilot.
Reroll it, bounce off that.
Alright.
16 plus 6.
I hope that's like okay. And just, again, Zaku's are
well, no, because it says it's based off the targeting computer, and Zaku's have targeting computers. They don't have the
learning
mini
computer.
AI thing, but
Yeah.
it does still have magnification scopes and it
Right.
will track the target. Which is what I
26.
assumed it was talking about. I don't know though. Because again, these rules are vague. Like,
Yeah.
they don't break down. exactly
I'm
what
gonna do
it's
I'm gonna do an executive fucking decision. You guys are in Zaku's. You're not used to piloting these damn things.
Okay.
Total of 26.
26 hits.
Alright, and what do I roll for?
Is that for the first shot?
Yeah.
Roll for the second shot too. And all that stuff but -2.
Alright.
Machine gun 4d6 is what you're rolling for damage.
Second one was a 29.
Somehow better. That hits too.
Alright.
How many D6 do you need?
How many is it?
4d6 per shot, and your
Yeah,
dex bonus.
46.
You made 2 shots, so you,
Yeah.
so you need 8. Here it is. And then whatever your dex modifier is, double it because you hit twice. I thought it was in the bag of chips. I'm sorry. You dirty bitch. Or my favorite line from one of the Dragon Ball Z movies, you sassy bitch.
Yeah.
That and I'm gonna smack you with my dick. Damn, he hates Goku. It's new math. It's a Bo Burnham reference for anybody who caught that.
Yeah.
Figured the white guy would. Now I'm thinking of Bo-Yo.
Bo-Yo for show.
He released a Netflix, it's like a special he just posts entirely on YouTube like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it is. And at the very end, he does like he says it was inspired by something that Kanye West did, where he was at one of Kanye's concerts, and Kanye flips on the auto-tune and just talks about his life and then breaks out in song. So he's like, I'm gonna do that. And instead of talking about like real deep personal shit, he's talking about how when he goes to fucking Chipotle, they don't tell him that he's got too much stuff in the burrito and then it tears and it's a mess and he just wants a burrito, it's a mess. And then he breaks it down and I'm like, oh my
So
god.
So it was 32 plus my deck,
Which is,
plus 4.
and then add that again. 32 plus 8, 40.
Okay.
Yeah, so 40.
Okay. Garma is looking pretty shook up, but he's still moving. It's Vulcan's turn.
Which shard is this time?
Shar and Terra are, I almost said knife fighting. They are,
They're like knife fighting at like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Commando.
yeah, like they're like.
Well, okay, so
Straight
since
up.
Shard's distracted, we're just gonna gang up on Garma.
All right.
How damaged is it a good idea to try to tackle him, or is he not?
He's not there yet.
Cool.
Aim for the head. Destroy the antenna. Wait, what are you doing? Heat hawk gun.
Heat hog. I mean, well, it doesn't matter for those shit anyway. That is
They're
a
real
not
good.
even a 20.
You
It's
what?
Not even a 20.
No, you miss. You run up on him with a heat hawk and you miss.
Damn, you didn't have to.
It's Garma's turn now.
I told you I'm a stormtrooper.
Stormtroopers, like, the only melee stormtrooper I saw was TR-8, and that dude was badass. Oh, I guess he's not a stormtrooper. He's
Okay.
You get him.
Garma is going to aim his. It looks like a Zaku machine gun, but it's modified with a much longer barrel. And he aims it at you and fires.
Oh,
Did you broke his heart?
I heard this song. Don't go breaking my heart.
28 to hit.
You know, if I include my dex bonus, it's got fucking 23.
And then I need a couple of d12s.
Yeah.
Okay, so he did 27 damage. And again, I'm tracking you guys. I'm tracking you guys HP over here. That's not good.
I feel like that should be screened up here so we can see it.
Your HP? You guys aren't familiar with these suits. I will say both you and Terra are roughly half.
Great.
Which means that Garma should be worse off. Even if he's in a modified suit, it can't be too much more.
Terra's turn.
Alright,
to
I'm
get
gonna take a
Garma down.
swing at him.
Okay.
I don't really have any other choice. I'm locked in combat.
Do the gun sniper thing. Stick your gun in your chest. And just, goodbye, Shark! Just so Shark can look at you and watch you die.
Do you want a mulligan?
14, yeah.
Who's
Well-
this mole? And when are you gonna see him again?
Okay, that's a lot better.
Alright.
Yeah, 16 plus 7, that shit.
7.
Yeah, because I'm Highland.
Oh, and then also your strength.
Okay, yeah.
So the 10. So
Okay.
plus 17.
What are the Gundams doing right now?
They are continuing to shoot around because they can't shoot at either of them now.
The gun sniper could. I trust this person.
I don't even know who's in it.
It should be my counterpart, which sounds.
Who did you choose?
It should have been the chick with the gun lancer.
Alice?
Yeah. Why not her? She's the counterpart. She's the.
It's just some guy named Jeff.
I'm gonna kill Jeff.
Alright. It's not Alice. And that would be explained if you had got on the ship.
I wanted to get on the ship with Garma. Like, you know, like.
And it's this plus 10 for your strength.
Okay, so
I
27.
guess when I have any extra flea medication.
What?
Because my cat has it. We give him medication. We give him
Oh,
so
no,
bad,
we,
it's still itching.
No, our dudes have never got fleas.
Fuck you. We let our cat outside for 5 minutes every once in a while so he can explore. He comes back and has got fucking fleas. And we're trying to get rid of him for several weeks.
I tell Shar, I'm like, if I was in my Gundam, I would
Wash
kick
them
your
with,
ass.
the blue
Well, you're not.
dawn.
So you won't.
The what?
Blue dawn.
Now it jumps back to Viper.
Cool.
Do.
Yes. No, your washing machine cannot be making that noise.
It should not be making the Terminator sound. Do.
And then we blink and it just goes.
Stop.
I'm gonna. He gets attacked by I want to shoot him because I get 2 shots. But if I back away, he can take a swing at me. If I take a swing at me, he might actually kill me. I'm gonna risk it. Are there tumble checks? Can I tumble in a Zaku? That's how that works in 3.5, right? You roll and then you don't take damage. Is that?
Survey says, yeah, go for it. I'm gonna say you don't know how to do it, so you're gonna go for it, and I'm gonna give you probably a minus, maybe 2. Okay, he's still gonna get that attack of opportunity, but you do get away.
Alright, and then I'm gonna use my machine gun to take some shots at him. Go ahead and roll that attack of opportunity.
Alright. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's 31.
Ooh.
I roll one of the dice. I might mulligan that. So I've got a 20.
Oh, I was rolling my attack of opportunity.
Yeah, did you do your thing?
Hand me that dice there, Terry. By your heel.
23 to hit one of the machine guns.
Misses.
This is the 24 hit, so let's roll.
40!
Preemptive attack failed.
I want you to know you're in the single digits.
Real sexy. So the question is, how keen am I on rolling a new character and just shooting? Because I just... I'm a hold him, guys! Get out of here!
Okay,
Any possibility I can roll behind a building?
I'm gonna say you're probably gonna be able to get behind a building. He's got basically like it's a modified Zaku machine gun shotgun.
He has the... No, is that what it's called? The shotgun that they gave the camper.
More or
That he
less,
breathes off.
like a prototype version.
Prototype.
Okay.
You got a pretty mouth here.
Shark's turn.
Oh boy. This is gonna hurt.
He missed it.
Shar sees what's happening over with Garma.
This is where Shar shoots Garma.
Shar runs up
headshot.
to you, grabs your Zaku's shoulder, and says, I want you to know, this is not over. He is then going to kick the cockpit hatch
What?
and
I'm
knock
rolling that one.
he's trying to knock the Zaku over. So that's gonna hit because that's 23. And then just for melee damage, I think it's I have no idea
It
what the fuck
depends
this is.
if he's doing a grapple trip, it wouldn't do any damage.
No, he's just he's more like doing a grapple trip. So he like knees the chest of the Zaku to fucking knock you over. And basically knock the door shut.
I mean, do I get a reflex save on that? Like,
No, he just grappled you.
well, I mean, do I get to reflex
Well,
the
no, even at
grapple?
3.5,
Like,
you should
Yeah.
roll an opposing
Go ahead and roll
Yeah,
an opposing check. That's
I
23.
mean, I don't think you'll beat him, but
no, probably not. Nope.
Yeah. So
Use your mulligans. Oh wait.
yeah, Zaku's door is sealed shut, and you're knocked over.
We'll have to cut.
And you're not able to see it, but you see Char jet off above you.
Motherfucker. Wait, so am I out then?
You could probably get the Zaku back up on your turn,
Probably.
but the
Or-
door is sealed shut.
You could be a baller and grab your machine gun and take some shots.
That's what I was
I mean, that's totally.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
No, get your own. Sit your ass down.
Dude's over here just
Get your ass down.
Joey, maybe quit eating habanero chips.
I've stopped.
Good.
And he's still going. You touch that, I'm shooting your pinky off. Specifically your pinky. It may hit your laptop.
Please don't. For a lot of
The
reasons.
photo stream actually has properties that you can make now.
Yeah, but just use Mio. It's fine. Okay. It's now June's turn.
Okay.
Dude, it's November.
I feel like how this encounter is going to go, Char's going to just incapacitate all of us because fucking Char.
Yeah, he doesn't have armor on, so we're the substitute for armor. Except, you know.
As a group.
Except, you know, we kicked his ass last time, so it's not.
I'm gonna go ahead and try shooting the guy that I was shooting before.
Karma.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I was supposed to roll to try for evasion with Carmen.
Not 20.
Wow.
Okay.
If you add my other stuff in, that's a 30.
Joey, it's fine.
Are you
don't-
shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll another one.
13,
23.
23.
Misses.
Okay.
First one hits.
And that's
Was he
4d6.
to confirm your
Yeah.
system? I don't.
You know what? Just it's double whatever you're doing. Just roll. I think it's double. I don't think you get triple on a fucking gun.
That'd be insane.
Let me look. If I get triple on my sniper.
Yeah, but that's a sniper rifle.
Yeah, what's the machine gun one?
What?
The machine gun tab.
Oh,
4d6.
46.
Critical 20 range 300 meters. Weighs 200 kilograms. It does piercing damage. Size is medium. R with an asterisk. And shots 15.
Okay.
and you can fire twice, and the second shot's minus 2.
Alright,
Alright, so your first one hits, and whatever it is times 2.
This is where he somehow says that like ridiculous number like 8 pounds.
Body, I remember.
26.
26?
Yeah.
Not great. But it's a hit.
Because I rolled a 13 and then times 2 because I critted.
Did you add your dex bonus? Add 4 to that.
So 30.
Yeah, he's not looking great, but his Zaku's looking a lot better than these two.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Queen.
His copper and green Zaku's still holding together pretty well. It is now Vulcan's turn.
So we got Garm over there fighting.
I should mention that Shar is heading towards the 4 of you very quickly.
3 times the speed.
3 times as fast as you thought he was going to get there.
There's no regular Zaku.
It is a Zaku. Don't get that misconstrued. It is a Zaku.
Don't get it twisted.
It is a Zaku, but it's not a normal Zaku.
It's not regular. That ain't your standard issue.
It's an abnormal.
Zeon Zaku.
It's an abnormal Zaku.
What are you doing, Vulcan?
I'm gonna take
Regular.
some shots at. Since Shard's coming this way, I'm gonna take shots at him.
Okay.
Yeah, you really want to piss him off? Kill Garma, and then they can blame Char for it, like they did in the actual game.
I feel like what's probably gonna happen is.
Char's gonna kill Garma.
Yeah.
He's gonna run up there and just kick his head off,
Like
and then be like, "Boom, headshot!"
This is the perfect excuse to kill him.
And then he's gonna proceed to kill his family.
But metagaming aside.
Metagaming aside.
I'm taking shots.
Take a shot. Take some shots at Char.
Kill y'all, family.
Why?
Why?
You shoot with the gun? Roll that one. You must whisper. You roll one?
No. I actually stopped it before.
Okay.
You must whisper. You must whisper sweet nothings to my early age writer.
Please kill Shaw.
You must speak abyssal. Like,
I don't even know what that one was. It's a 6. Nothing.
you didn't like your shit, you fucking.
Hey, you missed wildly. Ah!
What did you call me?
I called you a basic Christian.
Garma's turn. Garma's gonna shoot June.
Okay.
That hits. That's 26.
I like his line list. I think he's one Garma.
It's a plus 12.
I mean, you know what? Garma's been hitting on me all night, right?
Now
I'm
you're
just
gonna
saying,
get on him
it
back.
seems a little weird.
Oh, oh.
Oh no.
Those some big dice, buddy.
Yeah. 24.
Someone's getting real low there, buddy.
That's 30.
Jesus.
So it sounds like a can getting crushed around you.
Oh shit.
You're still standing and the machine's still working, but it sounds like a pop can just crushed around you.
Like that guy, he takes pop can just.
Yeah. Basically, you're at like a third of what you should be.
You know, so at least it's not 1/5
Yeah.
or 2/5.
Or single digit.
Oh, did you get the joke?
Oh, you were going for like a race thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I completely missed that.
You're black.
I know.
Tara's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at Char.
Alright, just laying on the ground, prone. Okay, go for it.
Well, can I not stand up
Okay,
and then
first
shoot?
things
Like,
first. You're knocked
That's
out.
an actual shooting technique.
That would be-
I know, yeah, you basically just roll over and just bup, 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 bup.
yeah, I guess I'll just do that. I mean,
All
nobody's
right.
paying any attention to me.
Well,
He straight up said blah 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 and made me think that he feels good.
Oh yeah, there we go.
You get two.
Yes, I definitely did.
That's a whisper.
You get 2 shots.
At -2 a pop, but
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not the second one's not gonna hit.
no, it's a machine.
46.
Oh, I know, but I gotta re-roll another one.
No, 46.
Oh, my
So the damage in the machine.
My bad, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sunday rolls did not carry over at all.
You didn't, bitch. Which sucks because you guys didn't do anything on Sunday except run into a mild
16
political
or add
situation
anything
and
to
deal with some weird shit
You add your dex to it, right?
for the shot.
Yeah.
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 So 18.
Alright.
Get
You
shot
hit
with
him.
Karma.
Char.
Yeah. Sharma.
Is that your fanfic?
But I've said it is canon in this world.
Is it so instead of my immortal, it's my Sharma?
Oh my god.
My
Sharma OnlyFans.
God damn it.
Karma in the simp. Char.
It's your turn.
Actually, I
The red simpet.
I like how in your picture you're imagining that fucking Char is the bottom in this case.
He's not.
Just because you're
He's
simping
not.
doesn't mean you're a bottom. It just means you simp. Like that's like people look at iDub and say he's a simp, but he smashes that pussy.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He's a YouTuber who has a girlfriend. His girlfriend has an OnlyFans. So he's saying he's a simp. But I was like, no, he's not a simp because he fucks that every night. So
Whatever. Alright, what are you doing?
He's a simp for like
Ponies.
ponies.
I'll have you know, I haven't done anything step-worthy.
Nothing that you would admit, because they're not people. You can't sign. You can't sign to Rainbow Dash and his OnlyFans. Alright? You can't.
Stop.
Well, I mean, you can
Stop.
totally, like,
We are stopping this right here. Because I respect Terry as a person.
Oh god. Listen, I will say some fucked up
Listen.
shit, but I will never.
Listen, I respect Terry as a person, so we're stopping. What are you doing,
I'm
Viper?
gonna peek around the corner and take a couple shots at Grandma.
Alright.
Well, if we cut this part out, it'll be... This whole episode will be like 15 minutes.
Oh, no, he's got 25.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh dear.
What'd you roll?
2 5s.
5.
So total something like 14.
No.
Shots. I'm about to just throw the gun at him. Like, just hit him. I gotta do more damage.
No. You have to rip your arm off and throw your arm.
Very good 8th MS team. Rip my arm off and beat him.
That works too.
It's Char's turn.
I'm going back. I'm actually gonna head down towards the ship.
Char grabs Garma, and Char proceeds to launch away, holding Garma's Zaku.
He's gonna fucking. What is it called? Where you do the he's gonna do the Rock Lee where you spin and slam the guy upside down.
They hit Lotus.
You were engaged with him, but you were from a distance, and you initially were fighting him with your axe, but you turned to shoot at Char, so neither of you get attacks of opportunity. They kind of jump back onto the top of a building. So they're still sort of within shooting range, but you'd have to, like, aim up.
Or jump up.
Yeah. You know, where there's anti-aircraft guns.
Yeah, but they may not have gotten the message that we're fighting them.
They might not have until just about now.
Oh shit.
Where those kids at?
Oh, right, the other 5 people.
No. The kids that drove our Zaku's.
They're probably still.
They're probably still at the party.
Oh, damn.
I mean, we're the only
I wasn't thinking about hitting one of them
Okay.
with a 20mm machine gun.
At this point, we have broken the range of combat, and the anti-aircraft guns are now shooting at the ground near you.
I know, I said I'm moving towards...
I know.
should probably run.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pegasus is now...
I'm moving towards Clarity Horse.
Clearly.
I'm moving towards Pearl White establishment.
Okay, goddamn. Hi. The Pegasus, like, rotates around to where you have cover from them.
That's sexy.
Because your suit is fucked up. It's
I need to
missing an
jump.
arm, most of the head's gone.
I need to jump up. And I need to know who's in my gun sniper.
I need to get my gun done.
Okay.
Need to get out of here first.
Alright, you guys are able to get up into the Pegasus and get fucking parked. You then hear Captain Paolo say, "Brace for takeoff. We are getting out of here right now."
Give me all the cannons, let me get one more shot.
What?
As you start taking off, because the doors are pulling up in front of you, you're able to see as the Pegasus kind of aims back towards New York, there is a wall of Gao flowing into Manhattan.
They said this was a suicide mission. We survived. Barely.
On board, you guys are able to make your way up to the bridge.
Am I out of the Zaku?
Yes. No, you walk up there in the Zaku. Shred the shit.
Excuse me!
It's like a Godzilla movie. It's playing like...
Take it on the side.
Sorry guys, I live here now.
You're just hanging on the side, like,
You're like your
someone
Lego.
turn on your comm so I can hear.
Okay.
We just still an eye. Let me get that particle gun. Shove it in my mouth.
On board, after you are leaving New York City airspace to get away from the fucking army of Gaos that was heading your way, Paolo calls you guys up to the bridge. You see Gaia is up there with him. So, that was a shit show. But at least we got you back.
Oh,
What all intel did you guys get?
I'll tell you first because I need a shower.
Okay,
Also,
what'd
got
you
all
get?
the info, pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty much. So, I forgot the name of the captain already that's mining the uranium.
Makube.
Mining uranium.
Ladine. Makube. No
Yeah,
one
about
get that
him
joke from me.
doing extra mining.
Alright, so explain it.
So it looks like the main reason that they haven't launched an assault on Java Row, or where they think actual firebombing on Java Row, because they're trying to find more uranium out of the area first.
Okay, I like how he said firebombing. Like, oh, that's not so bad. They use napalm to do it. Then said uranium.
They're going to try and nuke Jabura.
Now, this information was told to me by a drunk higher up, so
It's extremely useful, actually, because that's how you get information from these types.
So where are they mining the uranium?
Your hometown of sweet home, Alabama, Texas.
Alabama, Texas.
Alabama, Texas.
They're getting it from a uranium mine in Texas.
yes.
I guess that makes sense, heading down the border, but
Except I'm pretty
Okay,
sure Texas doesn't have
so-
any mines,
any of you guys get any additional? No, I actually checked. That's why I put it there.
but- Oh, okay.
Because initially I was going to put it in Mexico, but there's way more like mines for it, or there had been old uranium mines in Texas.
I mean, if you want to cause a political scandal, like Arnold tried to fuck me.
And Palo's like, I don't mean to pry.
And I had to go along. There
Okay.
was no time.
Okay. I mean, I want you to know this is like we're accepting of all. And guys like, it's fine. You don't have to try and be like PC. We get it. It's cool. But like sham marriage, that's the whole thing he's trying to get across.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be like bad propaganda, but I don't know how you'd sell it.
Well, you wouldn't have to sell it for us. You just have to try to get
I mean, if we
someone
spread
someone important there to speak up about it.
I mean, if we
to
spread the
actually
rumor
get
around,
rumor
it
about
could damage morality.
It could. It's kind of hard to fight for your general when your general is cheating on his
Yeah.
wife. At least for some people.
Well, we
Well, I
could.
mean,
Political scandals have their place in war. So I'm getting at it.
We could.
It is.
a lot
important.
of these guys do have
'Cause it was-
families, so...
The marriage was probably a marriage to bring two powers together.
It really doesn't matter if you're married or married.
But we
You're
could
still cheating.
we could spin it and try and drive a wedge between the two powers and maybe get them separated.
Or
Like, Zeon,
maybe once his wife finds out.
But Zeon's infiltrated like this far into North America as is.
Yeah, I don't think the other power can really do anything.
Well, no, it doesn't have to fix the problem. It just has to cause the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys land back at Arnold Air Force Base.
Steal his wife, Derek and David.
You guys,
That way she doesn't kill herself on a gal.
you guys start kind of getting stuff stuck together and get planned out. Gaia announces, here's what we're going to do. There's no life left in this Air Force Base.
They're not coming. Well, they weren't. They are now.
Well, we're going to stage a retreat. Full retreat.
We're gonna go with the refugees.
They're coming with us. We'll take some rations and some equipment from the facility, but we're gonna have to prep the Pegasus to carry the rest of the suits. So we'll probably have to offload the Zaku's because we're not gonna be able to fucking take them.
You bitch.
We gotta make room. We have 12 fucking suits. Well, 11 suits in the plane. So we gotta do something. And then there's the additional 40 odd people we
Our
got here.
4 suits, we have spares. Their 4 suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the plane is the gunfighter, which is their gun tank.
Yeah.
It's like an airborne gun tank.
Okay.
So 2 days later, back at Arnold Air Force Base, you're prepping the Pegasus to carry the additional refugees and staff as you plan a full retreat from Arnold Air Force Base.
No, I'm scouting. I don't know what you said we're doing. I'm scouting. We had a fleet of Gauls after us. I'm scouting.
During preparations, a shot is fired towards the communication tower, taking it out along with 12 of the Albatross's staff.
No.
The guy gets on the intercoms. Viper, are you out there? Are you out there trying to scope out some shit right now?
Yeah.
Do you see anything out there?
We will spot check.
Yep.
That's why I said don't. We will spot check. God damn. I'm mulliganing. Oh, that was a bad. That's a lot better. I got fucking 21.
Okay. You're able to see what looks kind of like some Zaku's approaching, but it doesn't look right. It's way too tall.
Let's do a flight types.
You don't know what that is. Let me go ahead, because I wasn't
Shoot it!
I wasn't thinking we were getting this far yet.
Jesus.
That's Psycho Zaku. Chandler really wants it.
Oh, the psycho combo Zaku, that mother. It can only be used in space. It wasn't built to be used on Earth. But it's,
Oh, I know.
It's really cool.
While he's doing that, I
look
need.
at what a Gundam Mudrock. It's like it's on someone's like a gun cannon. Combined it with like a Gundam, but the cannons are bigger.
I want to get the one Gundam that's like a combination between like Gundam, gun sniper, gun cannon, and gun tank.
I don't know what that is.
I can't remember the name of it.
The Gundam at arms.
The gun Gundam.
The gun.
The gun cannon tank gun.
Okay, I'm bringing the model kit for this down.
Or you could get a Gundam Alexa.
This thing is incredibly fragile.
So I should punch it.
Hey
You
Brian,
should be very careful.
what's
Like a
the
pistol
name of
with
that
it.
one Gundam that's like the fusion between Gundam, gun tank, and gun cannon?
Oh, Perfect Gundam.
Perfect Gundam. That's the one I really want.
It's a Zaku 1 too. I need that gun in my life. Is that a rail cannon?
No, that is a anti-battleship gun.
Ah, the 135 millimeter.
Yep.
I just want a picture of it.
So, I'm not going to bring the Year of Mobile
I
Suits
know, that's why I
down.
love it.
I should be a dick and shoot the one turbine, keeping that guy up. He has a halberd now. Oh, where's halberd? There's a gun on him.
Keep Howard.
But that's not red. That's orange.
It's copper. So, this is what Viper is able to see coming over the horizon towards the base.
How far?
They are well way away from the base because you're scouting further out.
No. How far from me?
How far from you? Roughly about 4,000 to 5,000 meters.
Have they seen me? Can I tell?
No.
Find a place to hide.
Gaia, what are you seeing? I'm sorry, I said Gaia. Viper, what are you seeing?
That sounds like. Let's see, you got 3 Zaku's, one and a new one. I'm gonna send you an image now.
Okay, you send it out and he's like,
I believe
Son of a-
Dharma's here.
son of a bitch, that's the Zaku that took out the Albatross.
I'm gonna go hide somewhere.
No. We need to fucking stop them from getting here. That thing took out our entire fucking ship and our entire crew. Get the G team out there. We have other ones inbound towards the Air Force Base as well.
Alright, I'm still gonna go hide somewhere.
Okay.
Tell people where to go.
Gundam, gun cannon, gun tank, deploy.
Got it.
Ground gun sniper, ground gun cannon, and gunfighter. We are deploying. There are Zaku's inbound towards the base, in addition to what appears to be Garmazabi Zaku, the flying helicopter Zaku that took out the Albatross, and 2 more Zaku's further out. It looks like we have the last of the cleaning crew coming in our way. G-Team 1, intercept there. G-Team 2 is going to stay here and protect the base. Okay. Quadricopter Zaku it is. Yeah.
Do we need to get
I'm trying to
Well,
find
I mean, I'm not gonna bring the figures down
okay.
because it's
I'm
just a
trying to
bunch
find
of
a
stuff.
location to hide until they pass by me.
Okay.
Even if that means I have to go 1,000 feet over there on the way down. I don't.
Okay, you're far enough out, and again, there's just orange smoke everywhere from the wildfires.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and they're a little more noticeable than you because you're mostly just crouched, kind of like trying to move without making a shit ton of noise.
Well, they're just stomping around.
And flying like boom, boom.
That'd be a real dick move. Just
Yeah.
a real dick move to shoot him in the air.
Okay.
No, that's the easy way to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I had plus 13
Let's-
with my sniper.
Okay, so what are you guys going to go ahead and do? You're deploying Gundam, gun tank, and gun cannon, of course.
Mhm.
What is the modus operandi? What is you guys' plan?
Gonna start shooting at him.
Which is more of a threat,
Can you bring a spare
Lion
bazooka?
Zaku or...
I mean, I don't see why not. But
Maybe,
can I
maybe you
bring
could
us-
dual wield them. You could at the time.
Here we go!
And then hand one off to me whenever.
I
you
am
want.
going to allow you to fucking dual-wield bazooka since there are two here.
Only
What does the
because
hyper
you see
bazooka?
armor.
Yeah, what does the hyper bazooka have? But you are going to have to drop your shield, which will drop your AC down.
By two.
Yeah.
That too. Okay.
It may be worth it if you can fire them both at the same time. That actually, if you can hit both, that extra damage would be real.
Alright, so what's the hyper bazooka shit?
I was gonna say I don't even have it on here, so.
So just write it over here. And
6d8 crit 19 to 20.
68? Jesus.
That's why, like, when we fought Char, I did most of the damage and murdered all the people. The 68 is savage as fuck. The only thing that hits harder than that, I think, is his cannons and my sniper rifle. 60-10. What's up, little nigga?
Yeah, the cannons do 5d8.
Like, he just walks in. Hello.
No, my beam cannon's 5d10.
So, my sniper rifle hits harder than your cannon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, if you only hit one, it can
Alright, so I've got two of these bad boys.
Yep.
go.
And I'll just have you take probably a -5 to your second shot.
Okay.
What's up, Russell? He seems like he's calming down a little bit. Okay. Let's roll initiative.
Alright.
God damn it.
Ooh!
I need to
Ooh!
try a different dice. I want to know better.
What do we add for initiative?
Dex.
6.
There's laboratory.
16.
Hold on a sec. You got a 16?
Yep.
Okay.
13.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he is in the gun tank, 22.
22? Okay.
Before we
First up-
start, I have a question about my cannons.
Okay.
Are they just the shells, or do I have like different types of ammo I can use?
Just shells. Until you
Okay.
get to Jaburo and re-outfit with like the pen missiles or something, it's just shells.
Okay, well I was wondering if they were just shells, or if I had like chaff or like smoke
Nope.
that I could shoot. Okay.
That would be something worth installing at Jaburo.
We are
Yeah.
there. Like, I want to follow rack for a gallon.
Or a bazooka.
Change mine.
The
Oh, no, I
Particle
want
cannon.
one for that, too.
You want the mega particle cannon?
I do, but you won't let me have it.
No.
Despite the fact it doesn't hit too much harder than my new sniper rifle.
Well.
It's just D12 instead of D10.
Okay, so first up to bat is the Quadricopter Zaku,
Really?
who I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Who is the first one in the pack heading towards him? If we will not say, I will decide with dice.
Okay, well, nigga, I'm hiding, so roll a D3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm
If I
hiding.
roll a 2, I'll roll a spot.
Oh, that's fair.
Roll a 2. Roll a hide check for me.
I know some of these words. Oh, that's not good. I got 10.
Nat 20. Chandra saw it. No! So he sees you, but he fires way wide. And now you know that he's seen you.
Cool.
How did I roll a 20 to a 1? Okay.
What time you rolled shit tonight?
Right?
Next up is Viper.
Cool, I'm gonna shoot him back. Okay, so that's 33.
That hits.
Oh, it's a 19 on the dice, which is a crit for my sniper rifle.
Come here, Russell.
This shit's about to get real.
He just does this. Like, he'll lay like that and want us to come pet him. But he won't come towards us.
He wants you to go to him, bitch.
It's okay, baby.
Why are you so nervous around Pete?
Yuki was doing this thing earlier where
Who?
she wanted you to play with her, and then immediately when you started playing with her, she's like, "What the fuck are you playing with me for?"
And just chew on the box.
Okay.
That's fine too.
That's what he does. He just eats the edges of cardboard boxes.
Cats are weird.
Russell's 1 in a million, man.
So you just want me to double it?
Is it double or triple?
I can't find it.
The sniper rifle?
Yeah.
I'll find it real quick.
Because I thought it was triple, but when I look on here, it just says you crit on an 18 to 20, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but it doesn't say.
Long range beam rifle. I see 1820.
Yeah, it doesn't say whether it's
Let me
triple or
go
not.
down here.
I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that says triple.
Don't say anything on the description, so I guess just double. So unless it says under beam and particle weapon. Okay, alright.
Yeah. So times 2. You lost the dice? Oh, it's Chase. It's about... Yeah, it's right in the middle of your feet. I got it. Oh, I got it.
Look, bro, we gotta be the knight in shining armor right now.
I'm not being.
It's alright,
That
bro.
is ridiculous.
It really looks nice.
Alright, so that's 88 damage. About a 40
Seriously?
I got 44 and it's double. Nothing I rolled.
Wow.
Nothing I rolled is besides roll a 6.
Well,
This shit's fucking real right now.
Isn't that like the new high score for damage?
That's a lot on... well, I mean, you got higher, but you also punched through a colony. This is the highest that hasn't threatened your life. He's fucked up. I'm going to say that definitely grounded him. He's not single digit, but he's close. Next up is Garma's Zaku.
I'm still laying down. Can the rest of them see me? Or are they gonna have to?
I'm going to roll a
Wow.
spot check. Roll a search check, please. I mean a hide check. I'm dumb.
You want me to
I'm
roll
tired.
one now? Like,
Yes.
that's what you want.
That's only like a 17. So
Only
he sees a
Dude
beam
gets
shoot
shot,
out.
Garma
Yeah.
turns into John Travolta.
So I'll add, let's say, 10 to your AC and see if I hit it. I'm just gonna shoot in the general direction. That's a natural 20.
Wow.
New type of Asian.
Okay.
I'm
Do
not
it.
sure how you do that while lying down, but let's see here. Yeah, it's a 16 plus 5 of 21.
Alright. What's the plus on new type of Asian? I thought it was just flat.
It's based off your skill for new type of Asian. And when we leveled up, I got 8 points up to 5.
Oh, I don't think Chandler did that part.
What?
Added points to it. You got 8 points,
when
so you can add
when you
8
leveled up.
points to
Did you guys
these.
do your skill points?
I did
No,
do
I did
points.
not.
Yeah, you gotta add up
So
to
I
8
have
points
skill
total.
points
So
for
you
that.
have 8 points.
Is her intelligence the same as mine?
What's your
It's
intelligence modifier?
Plus,
+2.
you have to roll. Depends. I rolled and I got 4 and I got +4, so you have to roll it twice. I think.
Alright, so roll.
It tells you where your class thing's at, whichever.
Alright.
class you roll. So I assume I jump up, dodge, whatever.
You just are sort of alerted to it, and you take half.
If it's a new type one, you take none.
Oh.
Yeah, the regular
Alright.
one takes half.
For the initial hit, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you take none. So he misses. But I rolled a 20. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to work on that rule, you can.
So
Yeah. I'll let that happen at the very beginning of combat, but then like it's not gonna happen during it because otherwise you'll just be dodging every fucking hit.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's for.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it gets fucking ridiculous later on. When I was looking into it, I was like, this is kind of. I can see why the guy revised it because otherwise, like it's scary real fast. Especially if I dump a bunch of points into it, like basically win automatically by not being hit.
But yeah, I'll just go ahead and say that skill for new type evasion is only at the beginning of combat.
No, that or you could roll the dice to figure out whether or not we can or cannot do it. That way it's random. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Yeah. Or I'll look up the other way.
So with the skill points that we just rolled,
Add them to a skill.
oh, we just add them to any skills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you. To quote Rock from Black Lagoon. Yeah, you got fucked.
Yeah, just be real careful with that one because that one it's real kind of top heavy and it does not like sitting on that stand real well.
I'm real tempted to fly over there and kick that sucker in the head. Just.
Like how you like. Oh, this guy took out the whole fucking albatross? Nah.
No, not today, sir.
Zerg?
Yeah, it's from Toy Story.
I know. I was like, that's a deep fucking cut, man.
It's me. Deep cuts all day. My nickname at work is now Coco Smooth. You can't even hate that, can you? It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, the new stuff relies on what intelligence or.
What? The new type stuff relies on nothing.
Yeah, it's
Pure
by
points.
itself.
Okay.
Which is part of the reason why I dumped 5 in there.
Okay.
There's no other way to level it up.
Gotcha.
I like what I put my points in.
Okay. I believe I left off on Garma. Is
So
now.
Can we do regular reflex checks to avoid half damage during the fight?
Nah.
Man.
June!
Alright. How far away are they?
You have just kind of ran up on them. They're about 500 meters out.
Okay, 500. I'm gonna use... I could use the cannon, or I could use my beam cannon.
Do what you want, do what you want, do what you want, do what you want. I'm gonna let the gun tank kind of figure out how far back he wants to stay.
Yeah, because he's got a similar range to me.
Yeah.
1,200 feet, some shit like 1,200 meters, something
Yeah.
like that.
500 meters on the cannons.
Alright, I
What?
am...
Well, it is 500 meters.
I'm gonna use my beam cannon
Mm-hmm.
and aim for
The quadcopter?
the quadcopter.
Alright, go for it. He's about to drink your milkshake.
Not 20.
Wow.
He's about to take your fucking milkshake.
Nigga, my milkshakes bring the
Alright.
boys to the yard.
Alright.
And they're like, it's better than yours. I'm like, damn right.
I need 4 more D10s.
I get
I
a
have 3 D10s.
Sure. Here's 3.
And then, where's my 1? And then
And there
find
was
my
one.
dust.
Alright.
You shall rue the day. Hope you're all one.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I see a 2 and a 3. That I shouldn't have said that.
Don't worry, you guys are right up. We're on page 7 of 8.
And because
Or
I...
as Titus said,
Because
Final
I
Fantasy X,
critted-
I don't care about your stories.
I multiply that by 2, right?
Yep.
48.
The quadricopter Zaku, you shoot right through the middle of the chest up here, and it falls back, and it hasn't exploded, but it's definitely fucking down. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this away.
I need Garma's halberd.
I need
I
that
need that
sniper
one.
rifle.
Alright, and what one?
You couldn't use it.
Listen, all I have to do is replace my guns with fingers.
Listen, your fighting capacity would go down because you wouldn't have a rapid fire weapon anymore.
Which one's
You know what I'm
yours?
saying?
Just have to stay in the back.
That works until they send a goof custom to come after you. You didn't watch 8th MS team, so you don't know how
No,
scary
I-
that is.
I need to.
Okay.
Really good.
That's really good. Tara's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot at this boy.
Which one?
Garma.
Garma?
Yeah.
Okay.
The brown boy.
I'm gonna take 2
The
shots.
rough
I
boy.
feel like I should shoot at him.
Both hyper bazookas.
So you had pilot and dexterity.
Yes, that's 18.
Don't forget the +2 for the top.
Oh,
Yeah. So
oops. I forgot part of mine. I only
yelled
added,
it as
I
well.
only added pilot, not the dex or the computer.
Is it? Yeah, 26 and 28.
both hit.
You don't add that to damage, you roll the max 1.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
One more time, roll those eyes again. I want to see them crawl in the back of your head. That's a good one.
She's gonna have to do this again, isn't she?
Yep. Okay, 40 for the first one.
Oh my god!
And then for the second shot.
We failed miserably, and now we're taking them apart piecemeal. Like we just got a 3-piece meal from KFC. Like just done.
And then 30 for the other one.
Bye bye.
Why are you
He's-
wearing a hat that says for a proud grandparent of U.S. Marine, but your bitch ass is 25?
It's a
Funny.
funny hat.
It's offensive. Is what it is.
It's stolen valor, but for like my grandchildren.
On Veterans Day?
You know
Listen.
what? I hope your grandchild
My
joins the
gra-
army.
My grandchildren join the Marines. Thank you very much.
I hope they join the Coast Guard.
No.
Fuck you.
no,
Hope they
your
join the
kids-
nice girls.
It's gonna be Space Force all the way.
Oh, fuck you. Regardless.
Worst part is it's not even a bad idea. It's just depressing to say. But
So he took 70 damage.
It's a lot. It's a lot. He's still standing.
I've still got 4 more
Barely.
shots. Nice.
Okay. It's Zaku 1's turn. He is going to shoot at Gundam because he can see Gundam. No, that's a 6. Doesn't matter what Gundam. And Zaku 2 is right after him, and that's a 9. Both of those miss. And now there is a rocket that is fired in that hits one of these Zakus and takes it out. 1 hit.
you can't nuke people in the thing, man. We all use nuclear weapons.
Vulcan's turn.
Wait, where'd the rocket come from?
Yeah, where'd that rocket?
He's not going to tell us that? Or?
Vulcan's turn.
He ain't gonna
Charged.
Where's this mystery rocket?
Mystery Rocket Man.
It was a gal or a doll I shot by accident.
I'm going to try to attack Garma.
What was your roll?
The roll of the dice was an 18. So it's stat plus.
Pilot plus 2
I keep
plus
forgetting.
dex.
That makes it easier. So pilot plus 2, that's 20. And
Plus
I don't have anything for dex.
So what'd you roll?
Hold on. I rolled 18 plus the 2. Then I have 6 in pilot, so 26.
That hits.
So I need to borrow
A lot.
2d8s. I got 1 from Joey.
Oh, you already have enough, right?
D8 and a
That's a
D10.
Oops, my bad. I don't have any of my D8s out now that I just realized.
And where's my other? Here we go. 5 dice.
I see 2 10s over there. Holy shit.
So 9, 14, 18, 22. Times 2. So 44.
I will say that Garma is still standing, but not well.
You ever just fucking nigga up?
Okay.
You
Pretty
ever,
sure that's
you,
what
ever,
happened.
you ever just have a jump in? You know, like
I'm pretty sure that's what Garmin's living through now.
There is a second missile that fires in and takes out this boy.
I ask again. What is it coming from?
It's Viper's turn. Do you want to do a search check?
No, I need to move closer and hit Garm with my grenade launcher.
Okay.
I don't have any other weapons and I can't fire the sniper rifle. I fired. I missed. I missed your mother.
Why'd you turn to ZZ Top? Ow. Go.
My grenade jams. I'm like, how the fuck is the grenade launcher jam? But at this point, I've already gotten up and moved towards the trees.
On Garma's turn, you see him shooting into the air.
Something is here.
I'm gonna throw my beam sniper rifle at the jet.
Is anyone wanting to search to see what the fuck's happening?
Sure,
I mean,
I'll
I can just
search.
look where he's shooting. I don't have to search at this point.
Alright.
I'll humor him.
Nope.
20.
Yep.
Alright.
Hey!
You see Sharzaku just flying up there with its fucking bazooka aimed down. Okay. After Garma's turn, you see a missile fucking fly in and hit Garma's fucking suit, and it fucking explodes. You then look up to see him do this
In a Zaku.
and fly off.
I like to imagine his cockpit was open. And he's
Like just in the middle of flying, opens the cockpit.
because I'm petty, I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Go for it.
Okay. 26.
26 actually does hit his AC.
Don't you turn your back on us, you little kid. Okay, this one's a lot more reasonable. I've got single dice full of 5. I will not be.
It's a warning shot.
It's a warning shot into his face
To his fucking side, yeah.
from point blank range.
21. 30. Just hit him in the leg for 30 points of damage.
This guy's got plot armor. We're not gonna be able to kill him.
That's some thick ass plot armor.
You should have died last time we fought him. Not like the last, not
Yeah.
this one, but the previous session. We
Okay.
caught some hands.
So, do you inspect any of the suits that are laying out?
I require his glaive thing. I need a better melee weapon.
Okay. If you actually want to equip the giant fucking glaive, by all means you can carry it, but you cannot carry it and like the sniper rifle at the same time. You'll have to like satchel it.
That's fine. I can satchel the sniper.
Whatever. Put the box.
It's in my pocket.
There's a whole fucking cardboard. There's a cardboard box. I just don't want these things to get fucked up.
I wish I had hands so I could take the Zaku sniper rifle.
By the way, when you guys go to inspect the
Beacon.
suits, you see that the cockpit to the quadricopter Zaku is open, and there is no body inside.
Alright, let's start searching. Find this little bitch. Now I'm gonna shoot him.
You also can hear
Beacon.
gunfire coming from back at Air Force Base, Arnold's Air Force Base.
Can I take the quadcopter sniper rifle?
So while you could hold it, it is not set up to be operated by Federation hands.
You'll have to fight it. Try fire it the old-fashioned way.
So like your hands are not the right size to hold this.
I mean, you can bring it back and they can
Like outfit it.
widen it or something.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll
That'd
bring
have to
it
be
back
done
so
in
they can
Java,
outfit
right?
it onto the base.
Okay.
That have to be done at job level, right?
It would not be able to be done here, but you could outfit your gun tank with a big fucking Zaku anti-aircraft rifle once you got to Jabra. That is one of the coolest images I've ever thought of.
It's right up there.
Shit.
It's right up there with a ball holding machine gun.
Weren't you
Yeah.
saying that was stupid? Like a gun tank holding a sniper rifle?
No, it's redundant. Is what it is.
You're a
It's
machine
not-
made for guns.
Like it's
Yeah,
it's,
of
like
guns.
it's-
Okay.
At least I'm trying to get
No,
hard points built into my
I
machine
need
so I can
another-
just strap them and remove them when I need them.
I need another set of arms grafted into the tank. This one
Four
with
arms.
fingers.
We'll look into it.
He's just gonna be a Mortal Kombat character. He's
Yes.
Make sure
Alright.
Johnny Cage doesn't kick you in your robo dick. Or the uppercut to the dick. Or
Okay.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
So you guys go ahead and run back towards base. As you get there, you see Gaia and the rest of the Earth G team have just finished fighting the last 3 cleaning crew Zaku that tried to seize the base.
I should get magnetic parts added to my beam sniper rifle. I can just snap it on there.
The G suits, as you're coming back, salute you as you're walking towards the base because they heard over the radio, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh no, we're not gonna tell them that Char killed Garma. We did that.
Yeah, we totally did that.
Yeah,
Hot,
we
Hot
totally
Dog
did that.
Squad took care of that shit. I wanted to actually get the
Hot
killing
dogs for the
blow
win!
so I could say something clever like, "Am I interesting now?" or something like that. Just
Okay. In the morning, as you begin loading all the crew to board Pegasus, your team is sort of like the last aboard. You see Captain Paolo salute Gaia, and he says, "Gaia, once you do board that ship, I want you to know that you will no longer be acting captain. You will be under me as a first lieutenant."
He's trying to tell him he's his bottom bitch.
And Gaia, he's like, "I understand completely, sir." He walks onto the ship, and as Pegasus begins to disembark from Arnold Air Force Base, Paolo comes over the intercom and instructs the crew to assemble on the launch deck. As you get up there, you're able to see sort of the scope of it. The base, which was about this big, has been fucking pushed back to that. The buildings are just riddled with bullet holes. It looks like the base has just been on fire nonstop for months. And the forest around it has been on fire nonstop for months.
Man, that gender
You
reveal
can
party
see-
was rough.
You... God damn it!
For whatever reason, I started thinking of the orgy party. I was like, those the real gender? Was there fucking pregnant bitches in there? In my mind, I'm just like,
I mean, that's
There were
something.
rafters.
like, did you? Like,
I don't want to talk about it.
Stop.
Some people probably got pregnant from that.
you know what
There
I'm
were
talking about?
rafters.
Was the drunk lady pregnant? Because that's not okay.
Alright, so you're able to see sort of the scope of it. You can see there are dozens and dozens and dozens of Zaku remains, like pieces that have been ripped apart, laying all around the Air Force Base. You also can see from the air sort of the scope of how much of the land has been dug up for burial.
Are we just gonna step on that?
No, the ship is taking off.
Okay.
Let me see if I can actually do this real quick. I want to see if YouTube's still busted.
It was working earlier.
Because I'll add this over here in a moment.
Can you turn that down?
Is that really loud to you?
I'm starting to get a headache because there's no wait for as long as I have.
As we leave this place, and the souls of our fellow soldiers behind, we remember those we lost, so that we might survive. The Earth Federation, a conglomeration of the United Nations and the nations of the Earth, decided almost 100 years ago that we needed to expand as a race so that humanity might survive this coming century together. In doing so, we had to give up something of ourselves. We had to leave this world which birthed us. We had to leave the bosom of security so that the majority of us would survive abroad. We decided as a species that
We had to leave
the bosom of
so I was like,
security.
get at least some titties
Yeah.
to survive this abroad. And I was like, what?
Abroad. Stop it. Mother Earth, you get it. We decided as a species that some of us must suffer so that many of us would thrive. Here as in there, we had to sacrifice yet again, so that humanity will prevail. Today, we honor the memory of those we lost, of the crew of the SCV Albatross, and of our Arnold Air Force Base. We honor the late Captain Channing, First Lieutenant Feng Ming Chang, First Lieutenant Doug Harris, First Lieutenant Ultra Galash, Warrant Officer Morning Sunday, Warrant Officer Eric Bowe. The list goes on, covering all 54 names lost under Gaia's term as acting captain. While Captain Palo continues to read out the names of all those who are lost, Gaia begins to cry uncontrollably on the deck of the ship. Alice and the rest of the 2nd G Team try to comfort him as the Air Force Base and the rest of the forest fire around it start to fade away as the Pegasus flies south, heading towards Texas. Mobile Suit Gundam Redux is piloted by Brian as Game Master and all NPC characters, Terry as Bradley Vulcan Cooper, pilot of the gun tank, Joey as June Chung, pilot of the gun cannon, Chase as Philippe Viper Adanazio, pilot of the gun sniper, and Chandra as Terra Stormrider, pilot of the Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam Redux is supported by listeners like you. To support what we're doing, please visit patreon.com/Gundam Redux and help this podcast continue. We're also on social media at facebook.com/Gundam Redux and on twitter.com/Gundam Redux. Again, thank you for listening, and see you next time on Mobile Suit Gundam Redux.